back to the Hot Ashes podcast. I'm Lee.
TK is back.
The house.
Once again.
Well, we are at it again. This episode is being recorded on Monday.
President's Day even.
Yes. Happy President's Day.
I might be able to get it out today. Well, that's not a guarantee, but it could be possible.
Well, we did promise
I'm going to try my best.
Our people that we would. So that's on you.
As soon as it gets done, I'll put it out. By tomorrow, it'll be out. But yeah.
No pressure on you.
No pressure. All right, so I'll kick us off. I'm Lee. I am smoking a George's Box Press Torpedo. That's right, a George's Box Press Torpedo. I like it. I don't care what you say, Jeff Baker. I like my cigars that I like. So he's telling me to smoke a different cigar, and I like to smoke the cigars I like to smoke. I'm drinking a Perny Haze. I'm a creature of habit. TK
is rocking with the same thing. I'm George's Box Press, but I haven't smoked one of these on the show in a while, so don't come for me, Jeff. It's been a while for me. And on the drink side, I'm Warsteiner. I had of these like probably last year for the first time. They're good, just like a regular Pilsner. It's just a beer, but it's German. It's good.
Yeah.
It's not like that high test like Heineken.
You didn't have to say it was German. We could pretty much deduce that.
Well, you didn't let me finish, bro. I was like, it's not like Heineken, which I don't even know if that's freaking German, but
yeah.
What is that? Amsterdam?
Get your hands off my Heine.
Anyway,
I don't
yeah, it's good.
All right. Who do we got on mic 3?
All right. Hey, I'm Chris Rabasi. Earlier, I smoked a Monte Cristo Espada, but now you got to give all the love and respect to George, smoking one of his, and drinking a Liquid Death Cherry Obituary, which is pretty damn good.
Liquid Death.
Yeah.
It's in the name.
Yeah, sobriety's a good thing, and Liquid Death helps out. So
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Good. And who we got on mic 4?
Hey, my name's Ed here, Ed Radley. I'm smoking a Leather Rose. Got some new stock in yesterday, so it's nice to have a freshie. And I'm also drinking a German Warsteiner.
Let me see that. Let me just see the label. Oh, yeah, Warsteiner. I guess that is how you say it. Because I was like, are you guys just attempting to say this name of this beer and it's just not?
I'm not gonna attempt to say what it says under Das Einzig Wein.
Heinz gets velvet.
Yeah,
I don't know how else you'd say Warsteiner.
Yeah, right.
Worcestershire or Worcestershire?
I know how to say ambulance. Krankenwagen. That's how you say ambulance in German.
So how do you like it?
It's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty mild, right? It's not anything crazy.
No, it's nothing crazy.
Sweet.
I do notice that this room is a little more echoey than the outside. Like when we're in the outside, it's mainly when we talk loud because we don't have any sound deadening, wall panels or anything like that. We're also trying a little different with the lighting. I had a really cool setup, and then Solange crapped all over my idea and said to change it, so I changed it, and now it looks boring and dull. So thanks, Solange.
Well,
so Chris, why don't we go ahead and get into your, unless did you have something? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah. I was going to say, well, tell her how you really feel about her, but she'll hear it eventually.
Well, we're doing this just to test if she actually listens to the episodes, because she's in the other room right now.
Right.
So
She does have those
I'm not saying it too loud.
eagle ears or whatever you want to.
This will be the test.
She's always listening.
You have to mention this sentence right now, or you don't listen to our show.
Yes. Like and subscribe.
Okay. Right.
All right.
Didn't mean to cut you
Go
off,
ahead,
man.
Chris.
Yeah, so before I get to that, I did bring you all a gift, some Antipoliticas cigars. This is a local brand.
Oh, snap.
Former Marine captain. She's got a brand. This is her brand, and some line of coffee as well, too. And I'll give you the website after that. And just wanted to give that to y'all.
Thanks,
I appreciate
man.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me on this podcast. Thanks to George, willy-nilly for the drinks. Love being here in Swansboro. So I'm a retired Marine, 26 years, prior enlisted officer. I'm here to talk about Irreverent Warriors. I do a lot of other things, and that may come out as we're talking, but I'm here, again, to talk about Irreverent Warriors. Their mission, we bring veterans together using humor and camaraderie to improve mental health and prevent veteran suicide. The organization was founded in 2015 by a Marine captain who there was a report that came out that said 22 service members, veterans were killing themselves a day. Mm-hmm. Interestingly enough, that's still the number, and we can talk about that, I guess, as we get into it. But if you want all the details on Irreverent Warriors, you can go out to the website. But I'm just here to talk about my experience. I'm not a hike organizer. I'm not a Irreverent Warrior leadership. I'm just a rabid super fan of Irreverent Warriors. I've been hiking with them since 2018, and I will say with 100% confidence, everything that's good that has happened in my life since 2018 started with Irreverent Warriors. And we got some hikes and events coming up, and we'll get to those as we get into it.
Cool. And now, is it mostly just hikes and stuff like that? That's the main activity?
Yeah, so the core is the hikes, and let me talk about the hikes real quick. So, a lot of people know them as Silky Hikes. So I got my Silkies on now, but I'm sure it's too early in the day to see that. But I have the 10th anniversary Silkies on. It is the hikes, but when we say hike, these aren't physical events. You go out, these hikes are worldwide. You meet in the city, you walk at about a 2-mile-an-hour pace, long breaks, 45 minutes, and it's to bring veterans together, as the mission says. So now, yes, there are some offshoot organizations. I got IW Sober, so I've been sober for 2 years and 4 months now.
Nice.
Congrats.
So they got that group. They got IW Ruck. So if you do want to get the weight on your back and go heavy and fast like the old days, then you can do that. But yeah, there's a lot of subgroups within Irreverent Warriors as well too. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but the core is the hikes.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And you said they started in 2015, but you joined it in 2018?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jacksonville has been going the whole time. This will be Jacksonville's 11th anniversary strangely enough, on the 11th of April, 2026. And for all these hikes, you just need to go to the Irreverent Warriors website, and then you can track to the city nearest you and everything. But yeah, started in 2018. A friend of mine brought me out, said, hey, why don't you check it out? Because I'll be honest with you.
I was going to ask, what was the segue for you into it? How'd you get into it?
Yeah, great question. Yeah, so 2016 when I retired, I didn't leave the Marine Corps on bad terms, but I was done. I just, I didn't want to be a part of anything. I didn't think about tribe or anything like that. I thought, if a venture group wants something, I'll write them a check and I'll be done. And a buddy of mine and I were talking, and he said, well, why don't you come check out this hike? And so the first hike I went on, kind of embarrassing. We started in Northeast Creek Park there in Jacksonville. I made about 2.5 miles to the Starbucks. My back went out. I was hurting. It wasn't a fast hike. It wasn't a hot day or anything like that. And it was embarrassing because I used to run marathons and ultra marathons. And what the hell? Now I'm doing it. So went home, felt sorry for myself, and thought, you know what? I'm going to get back out there because this is a great group. It feels good to get back out there with the tribe, get out there, gear up for something. And and I'm on I've lost count. You can buy what are called the hike tags. It's that fabric tag that you see on aircraft and stuff like that. I don't buy the hike tags. I probably should because I know I'm well over 20 hikes now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do they go all year round, or is it just a certain time of year?
No, pretty much year round. This year, I think the goal was to do a hike every month, but they've already been a couple hikes. I know in January, February. The ones coming up that I'm here talking about, Crystal Coast will be the 21st of March, and that'll be at Atlantic Beach, and then the Jacksonville hike on the 11th of April, and then Washington, D.C. has their night hike on the 28th of March. That's really cool. It's a Mardi Gras theme. So DC does 2 hikes. They do a day hike and a night hike. The night hike goes during the Cherry Blossom Festival, which is cool too. And then there's hikes worldwide. There's London, Trieste, Italy, Normandy, France. That's on my bucket list for 2027 to do the Normandy hike, which would be, come on.
Yeah,
that'd be epic, bro.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. So, it's great. That's where we're at.
That's awesome. Do you guys have some organizations have officers that kind of, the Masons, for example, they have the people that sit in the chairs, and the motorcycle groups will have the you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Do you
absolutely.
guys have that?
Yeah, thank you for that, because I would be getting a lot of hate from the hike organizers. So you have the hike organizer, you have overall big leadership, Irreverent Warriors, but then every city has their own hike coordinator. So for Jacksonville, it's Crystal Dunaway. For the Crystal Coast, it's Stephanie Bruner. There have been other people that have supported the hikes over the years: Ken Clavetta, Matt Reeves, Jeremy Thrain. God bless her, Kimberly Pond up there in D.C. Because you got to imagine, we walk across multiple jurisdictions. So you're dealing with D.C., You're dealing with National Park Service. These people, on top of their day jobs, Herculean effort to get all the permits for the hikes, because you just can't have 200 or 300 people show up and start walking
in the street.
Yeah, it doesn't work out too well. And then, of course, find the sponsors, fundraising, and all these things. Now, the hikes are free for active duty and veterans, but we do have food that's provided throughout the hikes by local businesses and everything. And so to answer your question, you have the hike organizers that make all this happen.
Is it a 501c3?
Yes.
Okay. And do you guys do fundraising for it?
They do. They do. When you go out to register for the hike, there is a portion there where you can make a donation, and they can do it that way. And there's other ways too, and you just got to go out to the individual. The best thing to do is go out to the individual hike. That way you make sure the hike is being supported with that.
Is it like a pretty spread out age demo, or do you guys try to like target younger service members, or is it just come one, come all? It's doesn't matter.
Whole range.
I got
whole
you.
range. And the only criteria is you had to have made it through boot camp, OCS, something like that. You had to have at least made it. My daughter, she's a second lieutenant in the Air Force. She's done a couple hikes with me already.
Sweet.
And the age range is everything from, brand new to this. We don't get as many active duty, and we want to see more active duty. And I understand why they're PTing all week long. Why would you want
I want to go on my off time and do it.
And I don't know that people want to see people in their 50s and 40s in tight shorts either. That may not be a draw either. But we get the whole range. We get people in their teens. We've had people 60s, 70s, 80s. God love it. I bet we've had somebody out there in their 90s. I don't know. But we've got a lot. All branches of service, all wars. We've got Vietnam veterans. We've had World War II veterans. Man, this one, when I did the Arlington hike in Arlington, Texas, Don Graves, 101 years old now, flamethrower, Iwo Jima. I don't know how these flamethrower guys with that low of a life expectancy survive. But he didn't do the hike with us, but he came on and saw it, and God bless America. And I'll tell you what, you're out there high 40s, 50 degrees and raining, kind of feeling sorry for yourself, and then you hear a World War II veteran come out there and sing "God Bless America." Man, all that rain goes away, and it just pumps you up.
Time to run through a brick wall.
Yeah, I get a little choked up just talking about it, but he's still going strong.
That's cool.
That's
cool. When we did the Marine Corps marathon, when you get to one part where the band is up there playing, and man, we just everybody's chested out.
We're not tired.
Nope.
Yeah, that's very, very motivating.
Sorry. I see you got some notes over there, man. What you got for us?
Well, I just want to make sure I stay on track with it. So one of the things for this hike, and again, I appreciate you guys so much. I know we've talked before. I've come to the shop before. We've had conversations, but what's happened is, like North Carolina, for instance, there used to be 7 hikes in North Carolina, and now we're down to 2. And so, that's a natural kind of thing. As we get out of the global war on terror, major combat, people, it's not that they're losing interest. It just kind of goes away. But
now how they've kind of merged into like a bigger events, the 2 of them, as opposed to 7 smaller ones, or?
No, because again, a lot of it comes down to the hike organizer.
Right.
Like the Pinehurst hike, outstanding hike organizer. This guy was fantastic, but it takes a lot. Takes a lot out of you. And, if somebody doesn't step up and take their place, then the hike just goes away. Yeah, I love that Pinehurst hike though. That was the hottest hike I ever did. I said these hikes aren't physical. Man, the weather gets a vote. That was 100+ degrees, 100% humidity. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of went off on a tangent there with the question. Oh yeah, why I'm doing this. Couple things I'm doing. I'm talking to you all. Onslow Business Journal. It's one of the only business newspapers around. Pat Fontana is the owner, editor. I got 3 separate articles in there. So February is We Bring Veterans Together. The March article is Using Humor and Camaraderie to Improve Mental Health. And then the final one will be to prevent veteran suicide. So we're doing everything we can to raise awareness. This Sunday at Hot Works in Jacksonville, I'm going to be doing 22 workouts in 22 hours in 130 degree sauna, staggering that out. So it's all about just getting people out here, because you could debate the numbers all you want. There's only one answer. One veteran, one active duty member killing themselves is one too many. So we got to keep this sense of tribe up. and give people an organization. One of the other organizations that I'm with is the Honor Foundation. They help people transition from special operations to civilian life. And I've been with them for about 4 years, and every cohort says the same things. You know, I'm worried about losing my sense of tribe. Well, Irreverent Warriors is one of many organizations where you get your sense of tribe. You get your destination. I look forward to it because the way the hikes work, you have a pre-hike party. Most of them do on the Friday before the hike. Then Saturday's the hike, and then they have a post-hike party that night, or post-hike brunch on Sunday, and then you can make a mini vacation out of it as well too.
Sure.
I'm going to do this real quick here. The thing about that is these are all dopamine hits. It's great that we go and have these events, and it's wonderful. And this is where really the conversation on mental health and suicide need to start. It's quality sleep and flow of fluids to your brain. And that's not something we think about too much, but if you're not sleeping well, if you're not getting good quality sleep every night, so you raise your hand. Like I cannot sleep without my CPAP machine. If I try to sleep without it, I'm going to wake up every single hour feeling like I'm suffocating, and I will not get quality sleep. And that leads to depression, you're not healing, and all that other stuff. So I should have started with that. Every conversation needs to happen with that. And as much as you see how much I love Irreverent Warriors, I kept fighting it. We kept working it out for the schedule here. There's other things you got to work on the physical part of it too. So
sure,
yeah.
Is there one website, or is it just if you Google Irreverent Warriors that'll come?
Yep,
it'll be like.
It's irreverentwarriors.org.
Okay.
And then each one of the hikes has their own Facebook page, Instagram. They're on all the socials, but the best thing to do is to go to irreverentwarriors.org, because then you'll get the most current information and find the registrations and all that.
Yeah, and I would think this would be a big area for that, since it's Camp Lejeune area,
No, for sure.
A lot of veterans around here.
Yeah, man.
Well, what's interesting is when I talk about it, people, I've never heard of it.
I hadn't heard of it until you had told me about it.
Yeah, and again, it's a challenge. Marketing isn't cheap.
Yeah.
And getting it out there, but again, you all are making a big difference by allowing me to talk to you about it and everything.
Dude, I'll have to hit you up so that way you can come, because we have like a little podcast studio at the radio station, and we do Sunday mornings. They do it's called Insights, and they talk to people in the community. So you'll have to come record one. When did you say the hike was?
So the Jacksonville hike is the 11th of April. And then Crystal Coast.
So yeah, we have some time to say. I'll get your contact
And that's
off
the
camera.
11th anniversary.
Yes. And I'll be honest with y'all, who you really need to talk to are the hike coordinators. So, I'm just here because I
actually have Crystal as a friend on Facebook. So when I was
DJing
in Jacksonville, they used to do the after party at one of these bars that I worked at.
Yeah.
And that's how I met her. I don't know. She probably wouldn't remember me because I was just the DJ that worked at the bar.
Yeah.
But I definitely know who that is.
Come on,
I'm a friend on
man.
Facebook.
You're not just a DJ.
No.
Well,
You're probably the DJ.
You're TK.
I'm just a DJ.
Yeah.
But
But definitely.
I'll have to reach out to her for sure.
Yeah, and I'll get you connected with Stephanie Bruner as well too, because she's running the Crystal
that'd be
Coast
cool.
hike. We're calling the Crystal Coast hike the May, or they're calling it the May hike because it wasn't one of the planned hikes. Greenville fell out, I believe. That was supposed to be the 21st of March. This is the jersey I have on is from last year's hike. I didn't wear the purple and gold one because I'm an NC State grad, and it takes a lot out of me to put on ECU.
It would have been
colors.
a lot.
Yeah. But no, I'll tell you what, East Carolina University was fantastic. They were a great host last year. We had a whole event out there where various veteran organizations, support organizations come in and talk about what they do for veterans. So, yeah, great resources there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
IrreverentWarriors.org. Check them out.
Yeah.
Help them out if you can. Support. Oops, I just accidentally touched your slider and not mine. There we go. Yeah, as always, support them. We love talking about veterans organizations on here. And while this is not a military show, we definitely have veterans on here a lot. And I think we did good without doing the acronyms today, right?
Pretty good so far.
Yeah.
But
It's never too late.
yeah, so Ed hasn't been talking much. He's probably going to
Oh,
throw
I've been
out
a little
some.
quiet over
You're going to
here.
be throwing out some acronyms soon. Yeah. So speaking of hikes, Ed, you how's your training going, man?
Training's going well.
That's for the half Ironman.
Half Ironman in October. Trained all this past week. The official training doesn't start till April 1st, but everything I'm doing
The
now
official
is just-
training?
Yeah,
That's when it
this is
starts.
all
The
just a
official
bonus.
training.
Nice.
Did swam on Saturday, biked and ran on Thursday and Friday. Yesterday was my off today, and today I'm going to attempt to do a 20-mile bike ride.
Oh, you're gonna do it today?
Yeah,
Is that fueling it right there?
This is the fuel.
That's carbs right there, man.
Yeah, you need carbs.
You have to have that tackling
The
fuel.
hardest
dog.
thing is just getting yourself into a routine and
Oh yeah.
replacing what you're eating is the hardest thing, and eating regularly
because it
is
takes
better.
so much conscious effort. You have to almost rewire yourself what you're used to
Yeah.
buying at the grocery store, or what you're used to eating.
And you're killing calories too, man. You're destroying them. You're swimming you're changing it up all the time because you're doing all three things. But you're also, like you said yesterday, you're not giving up weightlifting either. You're still gonna do that.
No, I'm still doing some training. I don't want to be,
So you got to feed them calories.
That's right. Here, that's why I'm drinking this German beer. No calories.
no
in this.
other reason other than just to refill on the calories.
So this is great. So you and Cody are doing. See, this is becoming a fitness podcast now. 'Cause we got the Irreverent Warriors. We talk about the hikes. We got two guys doing a half Ironman. Roger's scared, or he would do it, but I'm just kidding.
I'm going on record to saying I am scared. I don't even want to be having my name thrown into any of those combos. I am terrified of it.
I'm terrified. Trust me. I definitely felt the aches and pains getting out of bed this morning. After training all week with really no breaks.
Yeah.
So it's just getting your muscles to.
Yeah.
It's a different type of workout than what I was used to.
And it's a good sore. We talked about this too. It's like a good.
Yeah,
It's a good.
you feel like
sore.
you're doing something, accomplishing something.
But like today, I didn't work out because we're doing this. So I'm like, but that's why I don't plan days off because
Right.
days off are going to happen.
Yeah.
They're going to come up.
Life
and
gets in the
when
way
it was
and-
the snow days we had.
Those were some
Nobody
days
was
off.
leaving their houses those days. Yeah. But you just did something this weekend.
Yeah, it kind of actually goes a little bit like with
I was
what
going to
with
say.
the Irreverent Warriors thing. Like, do you know Carl? Combat Carl? You would have met him here if you did.
Yeah, name sounds familiar.
I gotcha. Anyway, so he introduced me to these guys, and they do this camp out every year in some random location. And they had like 60. This is my second year going. There's like 62 dudes out there.
Yeah.
Just literally just roughing it camping. They're not all prior service members, but it was like spawned by people that served together. It was like probably, I don't know how many. I'd have to ask the original number.
And there's a bunch of boats, tents.
Yeah, and it's
food.
just like you're just chilling together. It's just like nothing but the bros hanging out, man. And it's kind of like they've mentioned it and coined it as like a rewind, a reset, and just some camaraderie. You mentioned the word tribe. It's all things that literally. And I just got back from it, and you feel it, bro. Like even if you didn't go there for that purpose to have that like fellowship and like just chill with people and do absolutely nothing. Get away from the cell phones. Get away from the screens. All you're
Because you're out
doing.
in the middle of nowhere. You're on an island, right?
Yeah, you have to get there by a boat.
Yeah.
So you get to untether yourself from the day-to-day monotony for even if it's just for 2 nights. Some people go Thursday to and Wednesday or whatever, but like even if it's just for 2 nights, it definitely has an effect on I guess your social meter.
It's a reset. It's a reset.
We all need a reset.
Yeah.
It's a super positive thing. So
That's cool.
That's why I thought it was cool that you were here today. I was like, dang, I just kind of did something similar to the effect that has.
Yeah, as he was talking about that, I was like, get him to talk about this thing because I was like, I forgot
for
about
sure,
it.
man.
And I'm glad you're talking about that because it's something that I think about. Like, man, there needs to be something like this for civilians. Where there you go. I mean, and because again, tribe is tribe.
Yeah, we talk about the whole military, the veteran thing, but it doesn't have to be veterans, like you said. I mean, it's
Right, yeah.
Yep.
This place here.
Yeah.
This place here is
It could
that.
serve that effect.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a mix of military and non-military. We don't care. This is our, like you said, tribe. This is our family. This is our hangout. And all of these activities are things that that's who you want to surround yourself with. People that build you up. They don't put you down. And some people hang out with. Our friends. We always joke with each other. That's one thing. But you know what I mean. Like when you said you were doing this, what did we all do? We're all behind you. Like every one of us is behind you guys.
If I didn't have the support network, I wouldn't do this.
Yeah. We didn't say, you don't have the balls to do that. No, we were like, do it, dude. Do it. Do it.
It's like Ed says that he wants to do it on the podcast, and we're all like, oh, yo, what's next on the topic list? And just never expounded on it, never told you that you could do it. Like every time it got brought up, it was like, damn, you still talking about that? Yo, what are we talking about next, Lee?
That would have been good.
But I'm saying, like you said, is a major decision point, like a support system. Sometimes that's all it takes. It's like, if you guys are supporting me, like, boom, hell yeah, I can do it. Boom, I'm gonna do it.
I lean towards
queen,
like people like
queen.
Cody that in Lee, you guys have experience. I haven't done a lot of this stuff, and I'm athletic, but not to the degree that I'm challenged.
I haven't done a
to pick up.
triathlon, man. I haven't done that.
Yeah, but a marathon is no,
It's not a walk in the park.
Yeah,
No.
this is going to be a big deal. You're out there doing God's work.
I'm finally getting a little more support in the home front. So
Oh yeah,
I think
she's not laughing at you
I think
anymore.
she's come around. Like, I think he might do it.
Yeah.
So she helped
His
me pick
wife
up.
laughed at him when he brought up the idea of it.
That was the
And
motivating
it's like, all right,
factor.
that does it. I'm doing it.
I guess I'm doing it. Yeah. That's all it takes sometimes.
Yeah. No, it absolutely. You need a network. You need a support system. I find myself becoming so comfortable with being alone. Like
That's a
I
thing.
would rather sit here with Penny at my house, maybe on the porch having a cigar or whatever, than go out and deal with people. Except if it's the group,
right?
If it's the team,
That was what I was
comfort zone.
I was gonna ask, like, when does that become like a delta?
Dude, it's
when does
already,
it become like a thing that you just prefer to where it's bad?
I don't want to go out at all. Like if
I don't think that's bad.
No, if people are going out, like, hey man, we're going to go to 34 North. What do I do? Like, I'll
let you know.
Hair.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. Nah, I gotta watch Penny. I don't have a Penny sitter. That's what I say.
Right,
But-
and it's like,
Because
everybody
you get comfortable, but then it becomes like, all right, now I'm becoming a hermit. I'm not leaving my house. I gotta
so you
start
saying it's
leaving.
like a slippery slope.
It
like
is. It really is.
You could be like, damn, I haven't left the house in 2 weeks. This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I could go
I'm just
2 weeks.
joking.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it could be like that. It could be like, if I don't force myself to leave this house.
I don't know. I
not
have this
gonna.
weird thing lately in like the past 5 years of my life where it's like not necessarily have fatigue from dealing with people socially, but I've become like a big fan of the dark. Like in the daytime, if I'm like in my studio upstairs, like I bought a blackout curtain and stuff, so it could be like not as bright.
Turn the lights off. Yeah, that's, as we have lights blasting in our faces.
No, like it's not like that. Like so,
No, I
like
know,
if I'm at home vegging out all day or whatever, if I had the day off and like Nicole had to work, first thing she does when she comes in, she's like, "You love a dark dungeon. Come inside, open the curtains up." I'm like,
yeah. Me and Gino.
it's just cozy. It's
Back
cozy
in the
when you
day
got a
when
curtain.
we were like
Spitting
hungover,
all over the mic.
we would be like hungover, and it was a hangover day. So like we're not doing anything that day.
No
And the
outside
kids are like,
lights.
and the kids are like teenagers, so they're out doing whatever.
Speaking of Gina, how did your first podcast go yesterday?
Well, that wasn't an official first one. It was a test. It was very
How'd it
good,
go?
very, very good. She needs a camera mount as well as some other things. I have all the equipment.
I'm excited to see the progression in that.
Oh yeah, that's so what Ed's talking about is Gina and I are going to be doing another podcast. It's called Mind Your Business.
Oh,
It's a pretty cool name, actually.
Mind Your Business, the Leadership Development Podcast. So she's also got her DBA in leadership, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Is just a bunch of leadership stuff, and we'll interview leaders in all different walks of life. It doesn't have to be. Again, I hate to say military. We talk military a lot, but that's just a lot of my
I
experience.
mean, there's nothing wrong with like
no, but I mean
taking from that.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. So you can get like high-ranking military leaders. You can get we know high-ranking civilian leaders. You know, people that work in the tech field and things like that.
Sure.
So that's what we plan on doing.
You should do something to
interviewing
pit
different people.
one against each other. Like, what does a high-ranking military leader think about one scenario, and then ask like a corporate CEO level person, like, how same situation, how are we tackling this?
And you know that it has to be different, obviously, because you're going to have different left and right lateral limits. You're going to have different compliance issues, and you know
stuff you can say out loud.
Yeah. Things that you can say.
How
in
you
front
can
of your
address
grandmother.
people.
I have a great guest for you that is a civilian that in fact I just met. I won't say her name now because she's just trying to get back into
No more used to
mix of things. But yeah, I'll tell you offline who she is. And,
Okay.
you know, back to the isolation thing y'all are talking about. One of the other things we do on the hikes, of course, we do the 22 push-ups. You know, it's interesting on number 22. Go off on a quick tangent here. You know, I'm a Chicago Bears fan. I used to love watching the 30. Yeah, I watched the 30 for 30 on the 85 Bears, and you know, once they get to the end of it, after they talk about them going to the Super Bowl, they talk about where the players were and what they've been done. And you know, this is when CTE was starting to come out. Dave Duerson was one of the players, and you know, he killed himself. He shot himself in the chest, and his suicide note was, you know, study my brain. And in fact, he did have CTE. And what was crazy, I never paid attention to it. He had the number 22, and I don't know if that's just karma or whatever. Yeah, And but to the point I was going to make, one of the things we do on the hikes is we send out 22 texts. Doesn't matter who it was. Somebody you haven't talked to in a while, whatever. When those 22 texts go out, that's making a difference to somebody. Somebody may be on the couch. They get that text or they see the live feed from the hike and they're like, you know what, man, I want to go try that out. One of those hikes is going to save a life. And I'll tell you, I personally know people that have gotten a phone call that were on the couch getting ready to kill themselves. Yeah. And they got a call from somebody from Irreverent Warriors and it got them back into it. So it does make an absolute difference.
Oh, I believe it 100%.
Do you think social media is helping or hurting in that area? I think both, but what I mean is that I have friends from throughout my Marine Corps career that maybe I haven't seen them in 10, 15 years, but they'll post something ominous on Facebook, and now I'm like messaging, hey, you okay? You know, I'm not going to comment on that one.
Right.
I'm not going to virtue signal my way through your comments, but I'll message you privately and ask, you all right? You know, what's going on? And it just seems like I have had more suicides of people that I've known, like in the well, I won't say in the past however many years, but just the sheer number of people that I've known to have done that. But do you think it's because social media, on the flip side of social media, it's good because you can reach out and people can say, you know, we'll reach out to you and I'll help you out. But on the flip side, if you are always looking on Facebook or something like that, seeing how perfect everybody's life is, and you don't have a perfect life, and you don't have, you know, you're divorced, and you don't have your kids don't live with you anymore, and you know what I mean? Like maybe that's adding to the problem.
I was just literally going to say, I feel like it's only dependent on the lens that you've used.
Yeah,
100%. But some people do that, and I know people like this on my own feed. They're just like, God, dude, change the record. All you do is complain. It's just nothing but complaints. And if you don't change something, then you're just always going to complain.
So yes, and yes to the social media. It's got good points. It's got bad points. But this tracks back to where I went on my little tirade about sleep and flow of fluid to the brain there. Because, you know, in the military, we all know self-aid, buddy aid. Well, that's great if you know what to do for self-aid, but somebody that has got a traumatic brain injury, has post-traumatic stress disorder, is not sleeping well. Maybe they don't even know how to take care of what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so important to get those sleep studies, get a CPAP, or there's all kinds of other things. We have hyperbaric oxygen therapy. I've done it, where you breathe pure oxygen under pressure. Yeah. We have HBOT for Heroes, which they'll have a booth when I'm doing my 22 workouts on Sunday. They'll be out there. I've gone through the treatments, and I'll tell you that on top of the CPAP, my sleep is improved exponentially for that. And there's so many non-pharmaceutical solutions out there, and that I think people just don't know about it, or it's like, you know, if I tell you, hey, I loved HBOT, I guarantee you're going to run into somebody that says, oh, that sucked. It didn't do anything for me.
That's such as life, though. It's crazy how that works.
And really the answer to that is, hey, the right answer is, hey, that's great that it worked for you. You know, maybe I'll check it out. But, you know, when we immediately put the hate on it, then you're you know, we got to.
It's almost not fair.
This isn't like when we were in the military and there's gear list and everybody's got to get the same gear and, you know, be uniform. These treatments are absolutely customized and tailored to the individual. So I know I'm going off on a tangent.
No, you're good, bro.
Yeah.
So like, talk to me a little bit more about what you're going to do. It's this coming Sunday?
Yeah. So this Sunday at Hot Works in Jacksonville. Hot Works is where you work on 100. You can control the temperature. Everybody freaks out when I say 130 degrees. You can go as low as 76 degrees or as high as 130. I don't know why you'd get a sauna membership and
do it at 76
degrees, but Yeah, so I'm
So
going
it's made for working out in a sauna.
Yeah, you work out in a sauna. Each sauna is
I would
designed
think that'd be bad for your heart.
No, well, yeah, of course.
Depends on who you ask.
You got yes. Well, in your case, yeah, absolutely. Lee.
That's
yeah,
all I think.
You keep it at 76.
Yeah, Lee. Yeah, you may not want to join, but
You need to go to Cool Works.
Yeah, you need
Cool Works.
You know, it's funny. I'll talk about cold plunge in a minute too.
I've done that.
Yeah. So back to Hot Works. Yeah, each sauna is designed for 3 people. One of them's got 3 rowers in it. One of them's got 3 ellipticals. One of them's got 3 bikes, and then the other 7 are all the different yoga disciplines, Pilates, and all that. I was being Pilates and all that stuff. But yeah, and then the machine, they call them HIIT workouts, high intensity workouts. Those are the machines. Those are 15 minutes, and then the saunas, the yogas are 40, the ISOs. And so yeah, I'm going to start at midnight, and then I'm going to do a workout every hour. I'll probably start out. I call it Satan's trifecta. They call the rower Thunder. That's the trademark name for Hot Works. But I'll do the rower, I'll do the elliptical, and then I'll do the bike. Not in 15 minutes of sessions, but I'll do those. And then throughout the workouts, I'll talk about the hikes. You know, I'll talk about the mission again, and I'll talk about the music. That's the other fun part of the hikes. You know, people bring their speakers out there,
That's cool.
and it sounds like a street party. I mean, you'll hear everything, every genre of music.
Nice.
At some point, we all start singing "Don't Start Believing." We'll probably sing that about 70 or 100 times on a hike. I'm being funny. We sing it a lot, though. It's a very popular song.
So do they sponsor y'all?
Who?
Hot Works?
No, they're not sponsoring me. They're just allowing me to use the space. Hot Works in Jacksonville is owned by Marine and his
Okay,
wife.
cool. Yeah. Sweet.
He's a Osprey pilot. Now he's an A-10 pilot. He may go and be another pilot soon, but you know, great people. Christine and Vito Basso, shout out to you too. They're just opening the space up for me. It's real cool. I'm going to get some of the Irreverent Warriors swag.
You gonna live stream it?
I don't know how to do that.
I got
but
you.
I'm going to be filming.
So you're gonna get on there for
Yeah.
24 hours?
Yeah, I don't think people want to listen to me.
24 hours
22
stream,
hours,
bro.
22
Yeah.
hours, 22 hours.
I'll just do a clip, and I'll figure out how to link it up in YouTube and all that. But we're gonna make a garland out of silky shorts, and I'll have some other Irreverent Warrior swag in there. I already have a flyer in there with the QR codes on it for all the hikes and everything. You know, I tried to put that thing back into AI, and I guess Chat AI is as good graphics.
It changes the QR code.
Yeah. Well,
We did that with our first stickers.
we found
I don't
that
have
out
a
of-
sticker.
It's not perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
we found
no,
that out.
we found
it
that-
changed.
yeah.
It changed the QR code.
Yeah.
Because we had our sponsor, Candy Adventure. Ed is one of the owners of Candy Adventure, Ed and Jessica. So they made us these stickers, but our Chat GPT, we were like, here, change it to this. And then it changed the QR code, so it didn't work when the stickers came in.
Yeah. For
But
me,
they work now.
I told it to do a Mardi Gras theme, and it put everything in French, and it was just crazy. So
Well, I mean, you
yeah.
can think about it.
yeah. Well, I think I just got to reverse engineer it and use a different, one of the other AI platforms that's better for graphics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, it's going to be cool. Sunday's going to be great. It's going to hurt, and a lot of people have said, "Hey, oh man, Chris, you're really going to be hurt." And I said, "Yep." I'm going to be hurting. I'm going to go home. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to put on my CPAP machine. I'm going to wake up at 05 next morning, probably go in and do another workout. I'm on day 777 consecutive of working out at Hot Works. I haven't missed it, but I'm going to be fine the next day.
Right.
I'm going to be happy. We all have up and down days, but I'm going to be good. A lot of too many veterans are not good.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm doing this too. That's just, 22 hours of pain for me, and I'm done. Some people live with pain all the time, and we're going to get them the help they need.
Yeah, that's good. That's an awesome organization. And, if you are listening to this, find yourself a cigar shop, because that's a good group too, man. I'm
Yes,
telling you
it
what.
is.
And if you don't smoke cigars, start.
Start smoking cigars, Dad. You're live on the podcast right now.
Oh.
Last week it was
Yo,
Mom.
He said, you think so?
Say something profound.
Something profound. So I understand you made it from your weekend. I appreciate that.
Right on. Yep. I'll call you here in a little
He
bit.
said, I appreciate
I'm
that.
gonna check to
Can
see
you
if
imagine
you're
being this guy's dad?
Glad to see you made it, son.
No, I'm not on dialysis. I'm good. All right, love you.
I see you later. Tell me. Bye. All right, see you. Take care.
All right, love you. Bye.
At least the rain held off till Sunday night. Didn't wash you out.
Wasn't it your mom that called in last time?
Yeah.
We have a Bluetooth channel.
So my dad was like, I bet you wouldn't answer if I called. I was like,
Oh crap! Now I have to. Well, that's what I was texting just now because the kids and everybody's texting. I'm like on the pod, so they know I'm not
Ignoring them.
Yeah.
Mine will just keep calling back until eventually I'm like, I got to pick it up.
Will they?
Dad.
Oh yeah.
That's annoying. Oh, I'd slap my.
I do the same thing back to them.
In the world.
And they always seem to call you at the most inopportune
Oh, my
time.
kids call me.
You're
And we joke about this all the time. So Ed and I are sitting out at the table. At a certain time each day, our phones will ring, both of us.
We always know when the
And
kids are
it's
coming
our
home from
sons
work.
or yeah. My daughter or my son, they call me on their way home from work, and so do his.
Oh yeah.
And it's fun, which is an honor. Like, obviously, we love that because, I mean, I used to do that. I called my dad all the time. But it's like, dude, I don't want to listen to you humming singing
feel
along with the
guilty,
radio.
Or
Not
just the
answering.
low hum of
The
car.
Jackson is just like blah da. He's telling me about his day, and then he's just goes and talks and talks and talks. And so does Madison. But Madison, she does this on purpose. When I go to get off the phone, she just changes the subject and just keeps on changing the subject, keeps on changing.
You know,
I'm
like when
all
you're
right,
trying to
let's go.
get when you trying to get off the phone with somebody and you start hitting them with the, all right, well,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm like, well,
Yeah, you're like trying to wrap it up, and they're like,
yeah.
so
They're
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
getting it. They're not taking the hint.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, all right now.
Look at my phone is at 1%.
But it is nice that they call us, but it's like, bro, I am not just going to sit here and listen to you breathe into the phone. You don't have anything to say, but it's like,
That's hateful, bro.
I do the same thing when I'm in a car, or like when I'm going on a long drive, or I used to anyway.
I did have a great conversation with Evan over the weekend. We sat and chatted for about 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was giving me some insight, and it was good to have a good conversation. And we talked a little bit about his dog. He misses his dog.
Oh yeah.
and
She's going to be giant when he gets back.
Majorly.
Yeah, because
she's
they're
like
already big.
2 of what he left with.
Yeah.
That video, was it you? Did you post a video on Facebook for
With all
the
his dogs in the
snow?
snow.
Oh yeah.
That was like a Hallmark commercial.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I secretly snuck around the front so I could and not disturb the snow and videotape.
yeah.
I was like, Jess, open the door, here they come, and they just. Then you couldn't get them to come back
Straight
inside.
commercial
Yeah,
worthy.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I would have bought a golden had I just been near one at that time of
Dude.
seeing it.
I can loan you like 4 or 5.
They are awesome.
He's like, we can
dogs.
go for a trial run.
Now they
if
are
you want to
awesome
borrow
dogs.
one.
Eleanor, I got to see her today. I don't know, today or yesterday, but I just every time I see them, because she looks just like
Right.
Dixie and Daisy. It's just that she's got the longer hair. Like
She's a little probably more better behaved than Dixie. Dixie can
she's
challenge.
very well behaved.
Yeah, she was naughty
She's better
yesterday.
behaved than Penny.
We had 6 seat cushions out on the back deck where she's taken to getting in the pool every night. Every time you let her outside, she gets in the pool. She gets soaking wet. So you have to put her up on the deck to dry off. Well, we had 6 cushions. I think we're down to 2 now. So if
Yeah.
you ever played 52 card pickup, it's like 52 yards of stuffing to pick up.
And it's like they're just puppies.
I know.
You know, but it's like, oh, you're so cute.
Yeah, you're lucky you're cute.
Yeah, exactly. Remember when we were over there for the something? It was
The Super Bowl.
no, it was before that. The other
For the oyster roast.
joint.
Oyster roast.
and Dixie had a fucking ornament in her mouth. And Jess was like, "What is in her mouth?" That's my ornament.
Well, we had
It's
an
broken.
ornament, so my son's deployed, and he was deployed through Christmas. So we put a Christmas tree out, and my wife put out a Facebook message to everybody that, hey, help my son decorate his tree, send him an ornament. So we were getting ornaments from all over different people, and a lot of them were military themed, and then a lot of them weren't. Well, the low-hanging ornaments are now missing. Compliments of Daisy and Dixie.
They're like, "We can reach these. Those are
yep.
for me."
Yep. So Evan, you only get the ornaments from halfway up the tree.
Yeah, you guys are making me miss my dog. I lost her in September. She passed away.
Sorry.
Had her
about
for about 10 years. Yeah, great dog. I got a really cool picture of her. So I got this dress blue Charon Autumn in that I won in an auction, and it's dress blue material from Marine Dress Blues.
yeah.
And so
Nice.
I've had it for 5 years. So every year on the Marine Corps birthday on 10 November, we'd take a picture. And the last picture we took we caught it perfectly where she was like snarling, and I found an old World War II picture where the dog was doing the same thing in the picture. So I'll send you that. But I'll tell you, a couple weeks ago, I went down to Canines for Service in Wilmington. They train dogs for service members, and man, I'll tell you, it felt so good to go in there and just play with the dogs.
Oh god,
Dogs are at a crazy
I freaking love
therapy.
dogs, man.
Yeah, they Canines for Service will let you take home foster dogs because it's part of their training. It's intense. It's a 2-year program to train those dogs, but man, those were the sweetest dogs.
I got to find a way I can get Dixie down there and get some training.
Well, you know, Gina's putting Eleanor in what is it? What did I say? Not obedient. Yeah, therapy dog.
Therapy dog?
Therapy dog. Yeah. But she can't get her manners certificate. So she passed everything else, but like manners is not.
I'm going to work on those manners.
She's so good, but she's just like she's a puppy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was so impressive about that place? That place was cleaner than a lot of the restaurants I go in.
Oh, really?
I mean, it was hospital clean, and those dogs were all. I mean, they were just beautiful and different. Yeah, it was just really fun.
Canines for what is it called?
Canines for Service.
Canines for Service.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a habit of going down there every once in a while because it just felt so good. That was the Honor Foundation alumni just going in and doing some community service kind of stuff. It was
on.
So much fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's great.
So I kind of like the flow of how we're like, we'll talk about some stuff and then get more facts.
I like
talk about
that
some
too.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
Well, and the other thing I was going to say too, like I joked about, it's not a joke about coming to the cigar shop, things like that, but like join an organization.
Yeah.
You know, you're a member of the
the Rotary Foundation here. We do a lot of good for.
and don't you do Moose Lodge too? Or something?
I am a member of the Moose Lodge.
Okay, that's a different thing.
That's a different thing.
I'm a member of the Masons, the Freemasons, and the Shriners. But like those are just different groups that you join. And,
So I did have a question about the Irreverent Warriors. Like I know it's, I don't know if centered is the right word, but around the hikes, I know that's a big part of it. Do you guys also have other avenues of, I don't know if therapy is even the right word, or outlets or connection other than the hikes? Like if
I
you
was-
like,
yeah. I meant to ask
hangouts
that
or
at the beginning,
something.
too.
Yeah, well, like IW Sober here, I think they meet every Tuesday evening. I just don't because
Are those two things connected essentially?
Yeah.
Okay,
they're-
cool. Right
yeah.
on.
And I'll get you guys the list of all the other. I think it's on the IW website too.
Okay.
of all the, but yeah, they do have their other ones. And then I keep mentioning the Honor Foundation. That's one that I'm part of. Veteran Business Collective, which was started by a Marine down in Wilmington, said, "Hey man, I'm losing my sense of tribe, financial stability, sense of purpose. So let me start another 501c3." And we meet every Thursday at Carolina Ale House, second Thursday of every month at Carolina Ale House in Jacksonville, and at the Eagles Dare, awesome place owned by a Marine Raider, same guy that owns Taco Baby and the Poorhouse. But yeah, the Eagles Dare in Wilmington, the third Thursday every month. In fact, on the 28th of Feb, and this is open to everyone, veteran, civilian, it doesn't matter. On the 28th of Feb, Veteran Business Collective is having a masquerade ball at the Eagles Dare.
Nice.
So it's Saturday, February 28th.
Put that on the calendar.
Yeah, and that's
Eyes
on
wide shut action.
that's on the interwebs, and just keeping the spirit of the German beer.
There we go.
But it's on all the socials too, and the VBC is totally chill. Yeah, it is a membership organization, but it's not like they got me standing at the door saying, "All right, you've been here 5 times, now pay your dues." It's not like that. It's very chill. It's every trade you can imagine, doctors, lawyers, business owners, and we're all just supporting each other. I mean, there's people within the Veteran Business Collective. Their whole book of business is just other veterans.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought my ACUs from the founder. Chase Roth owns a couple companies. One of them's AC company, Air Support, shocker. You gotta name it that. And I bought both my AC units from them, and it's awesome. But it's interesting about organizations though. You gotta be careful because you could trade, like me, I'm an alcoholic. You could trade one addiction for another. You can get organizationalism. Where,
We joke about that, like the Masons, because there's all these different appendant bodies that you can join, and it's like they have all these things on the back of their truck. It's like haven't ate dinner at home in how many years because you're always at the lodge or whatever.
So you gotta watch that, and the way I gauge it is, am I getting value from the organization? But more important than that, am I bringing value to the organization? Because if I'm not value added, then maybe I go find another organization. And there's so many out there. There's so many nonprofits, and I made a comment in LinkedIn today about this. I will make a comment about this podcast, but with the volume of resources out there, there's no excuse. You name something you like to do. You like dogs, canines for service. There's a veteran cigar organization out there somewhere. I mean,
I bet so.
How to roll cigars or how to start a cigar shop. And if you want to hear where all the world's problems are being solved at, just go to a cigar shop.
Yeah.
That's one of the things.
We solve the world's problems every day here.
But we don't tell anybody they
They don't want to give our secrets out.
That's right.
That's cool that they have all
can
those
figure it out
options though,
themselves.
because it's got to be like daunting to the first step, like anything, the marathon thing, working out. We always kind of go back to these things that you commit to, but somebody that might be struggling, somebody that could really benefit from these types of organizations, it's kind of tough to make that first step. Like maybe they'll think I'm weird, or should I even do it, man? I don't know.
Walking in the door, that's the hardest
That's
part.
the same thing. It's like just no, just do it.
And everybody in there, in that room,
Has done that.
did that first.
Right.
They've all been there.
I think
and
we
so,
fear-
and so they know
sometimes-
that you feel that way.
Sometimes we fear about being judged. And it's nice to
All
walk
the
into a
time.
room where you're not being judged.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's a benefit of coming here is you're never
Yeah.
really being judged.
Yeah.
So-
Or if you are, you don't care. It's like,
That's the value of the silky shorts. You can't judge somebody in a pair of silkies.
I do my lawn in my silkies.
So
I never wore them in the Marine
big
Corps.
walk in Jacksonville is April 11th.
Yes, sir.
Where is it going to be?
I knew you were going to ask me. I just go out to the website because and the reason why I say that, I know,
I'm out of answers.
I know, I should have had all.
I didn't
that
write
there.
that one down.
No, but you gotta. It's important to go out to the registration because you get more information out there, and every once in a while the venue will change or the star will change for whatever reason.
I think that would be something fun I'd like to do with my son.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, you got to be military. That's the.
He's active duty.
Oh, that's
so-
right. You told me that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yep.
Yeah, you have to be a veteran or active duty. Now, if you're a civilian, you can volunteer and help pass out the food or set up the hike.
Heck yeah.
But I totally forgot that.
Sorry, Edward, you can't do it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you can't do it.
But yeah.
I'm sure they have some sort of acronym for that too.
Yeah. But anytime you want to know the start of these hikes, just go out to the registration. It'll tell you where it's at for the event. In fact, like I'm doing one in Missouri. It's a float one, which I assume involves tubing, hiking to a point and tubing. But
That'd be pretty cool.
But I'm walking the earth like Kanan Kung Fu with that one. I'm just going there. I just want to know where the hike start is, and then I'll just experience it from there. But,
Yeah.
You reminded me of something that I was supposed to say last time and I didn't. One of my Mason brothers told me about a veteran coffee group that they have. They used to do it at a different time, but now they're doing it at Preston's. I'm not going to point because you guys don't know which way Preston's is.
Right around the corner.
Preston's Corner in Swansboro every second Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. I said coffee at 5 and 7 p.m. It seems like the morning would have been the better choice, but I guess
I
that's
could
what
go
they
to
do.
sleep after drinking a cup of coffee. Let me throw that out there.
I don't know about that.
So hot, milk was
So
a
check it
bad
out.
choice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you're a veteran, you're in the area, I think it's free. 5 to 7 every second Wednesday at Preston's. Check it out.
Sweet.
And thank you, Doug, for letting me know about that.
And I forgot the other VBC event, Blend Coffee, the first Friday of every month at 8, because 8 a.m. would be the time to drink coffee. We meet up there at Blend. And again, it's just veterans talking about what's going on, different events. Oh, geez. Well, since we're talking about different groups, Regiment or Retired Marines, that's open to all services. You don't have to be a retiree. They're on
Wait. What's the name of it?
Regiment of Retired Marines.
And you don't have to be a Marine.
Nope. We allow every branch of service.
Are we in the frame on that camera?
I know it's strange to say that, but no, it is. It's open to everybody. We meet at the Hilton Garden Inn. This month it got pushed because of the snowstorm.
Yeah.
But you just go out there on Facebook. Yeah, our logo is the Regiment of Ye Old Dinosaurs. So it's a
Nice.
patch with a dinosaur on it, and but it's open to everybody. We've got all branches of service in there.
That's cool.
All lengths of service. We do have Mike Dugan, China Marine, Korea, World War II. I mean, he still comes out to these things. I think he's 98.
Are you guys members of a VFW?
I was the one on Piney Green, but that's just too far.
Yeah.
No, I understand. I just was
Yeah.
asking for
I was
clarity.
thinking about joining the one in Cape Carteret.
Yeah, I'm
Join
lead-
the Cedar Point one.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I'm a member of the Legion in Jacksonville, and then I will. Now that I'm saying it, now I will be a member of the post down there in Sneeds Ferry. 9133, I believe. So
Right on.
No, that's 9133 is Piney Green.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Jeez. That's right up the street from me. Sorry, guys. I will be a member of the post down there. And the one with the shooting range.
I've never even been. There's a shooting range in it?
Yep. Yeah. The one, that's one. What am I saying?
I'm
Hollywood.
joining that one, dude.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of shooting, hey, Roger.
What's going on?
You want to tell them what we did the other day?
We went shooting.
We went shooting. Me, Roger, and Cody, we went shooting guns. Mostly handguns, but we had a couple of rifles. Put that a little closer to you.
That's why I was going to mention it earlier when you were talking about how the cigar shop is kind of like a place of one of those organizations. It could be therapeutic in a certain way for a certain person. It's not just cigars. Y'all went to do something else. Y'all took a field trip. That's cute.
It is cute.
10-minute field trip.
Yeah, and what's cool is we have a group. So the Crystal Coast Hot Ashes is we have a Facebook group with all of us in it. And so whenever we're doing anything like that, we'll put in the group, hey, we're going shooting. Anybody wants to go? Hey, we're going to do this. Anybody wants to go? Whatever.
Hey, Heartstop has a show tonight.
Yeah,
Who's
Heartstop's
coming?
playing.
Nobody. I'm just joking.
Heartstop is coming soon, March 7th.
They're about to come out of hibernation.
Oh, you know what else, too? And I won't plug the band too much, but the Emerald Isle St. Patty's Day Festival is coming up.
I'm going to be there this year.
Bro.
I'm working
we
it.
close
So
that show down.
For real?
Every year, yeah.
Oh, I'll be done working by that time.
Yeah, we're the last band. My buddy's band, Pure T Momic, they're really good. They're on right before us, and it's cool because they
Can you get me backstage, bro?
Yeah, yeah, it's like behind the stage is a parking lot.
Yeah, it's like it's miserable back
You can
there. It's
stand there
just
with me.
cables and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even fun.
Give you a VIP name
I
tag.
can't get to anyone. Can't get to the beer.
But it's fun, dude. That tent, it's loud. The sound is too loud every year that we do it. We've done it a couple years now.
It's always interesting in there. It was a
too loud.
sweat lodge in there this past year. Like, and no fault of anybody else because it rained and then it stopped and then it got stupid hot. So it just turned into a
I
sauna
wasn't
in
feeling
there.
well that day either. And remember, I had my big old beard. My beard was all long.
know.
It was super long. And I think we might be doing kilts this year.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, I think we're going to do kilts. Mine's a little big on me, but I have a belt. I'll just
Where'd y'all shoot?
cinch it. Flatwoods.
Okay.
That's pretty much all we can. I mean, I know there's a range in like Newport or something too.
Unless
B&R.
we wanted to go up to Jacksonville and go to Sportsman's Lodge.
Yeah, but you can't do rifles there.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'll tell you another place, Sanctum 1791 out there by Surf City. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful
Like
facility.
a nice one.
Oh my! It's a country club. It is.
Oh, I gotcha.
nice.
It's got everything: shotgun, pistol.
Oh, cool.
long,
See, that's what I like
it's
about this. It had, they got the skeet shooting.
Yeah.
You heard them guys over there doing it.
Yeah, yeah,
Pull.
yeah.
And I was like, I kept thinking it was the dude telling us to stop shooting. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, would you quit yelling, pull? No, it was fun, man. We then we did rapid fire with it. You have a Glock 19.
Glock 19.
And I like the grip tape. And something's going on with your barrel that makes it different.
Well, so I have the trigger. I forget who the manufacturer is for the aftermarket trigger, and then I have a compensator on it.
Yeah.
So
I took my 380 apart and cleaned the crap out of it yesterday.
did you figure out what was going on?
No, I mean, there's no obvious signs.
Yeah.
My 380 wasn't firing, and then he would clean something, and then fire, and then he'd go, all right, now I'm not going to touch anything. I could walk over, I'd pick it up, click, 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 click. I'd walk back over and shoot my 1911 or something or a 40. And
We did this like 7 or 8 times,
dude.
Where
It would not freaking shoot for me, and it kept on shooting for him.
I was like, I don't know what you're doing,
Yeah, what are you doing when I hand it back to you,
Yeah,
bro?
he's like, dude, you suck at this. No,
and I'm like so proud. I'm like, look, fixed it, got it to
Yeah.
work. He'd pick it up, click.
Roger's just looking at you
And
like,
he would just
see,
look at me
duh.
like,
I was like, am I being punked? Are
and
you
I would
screwing
grab
with me?
it, rack it, and it was shooting. He would look at me like,
You're like, why do you keep calling me over here, bro?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And then Cody won. We had a raffle for the Shriners. Cody won
That's a sick gun, dude.
Yeah.
a Henry Golden Boy 22, which you'd say 22, but it's fun, dude. 22s are fun to shoot.
oh my
I
god.
mean, there's no recoil whatsoever.
Yeah.
So we were shooting his 22, his Henry Golden Boy 22, and then my Ruger 1022. And I brought my pellet rifle there too, because it's like a really high velocity
Oh man.
22 pellet rifle. But we mostly did handguns. That was, oh god, it was so fun.
We had, you brought 5, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then Cody brought 2,
but
I
only
brought
4 of
1,
them
so-
fired for me.
Dang, so y'all had like a legit range day.
Yeah.
I didn't. So normally I'll bring rifles and shotguns, but I didn't want to be there all day.
Yeah,
you know?
we were there long enough.
Yeah,
as
that
it
was
Yeah.
that was perfect.
Yeah.
My fingers were getting cold.
Yeah.
But other than that, I had a blast. I mean, and we're going to definitely start doing that more often.
Yeah.
So a couple of things we do too. Every year we do a Marine Corps birthday here. So these are just traditions that we kind of started
This
here.
was I thought this was really cool that they did
Yeah,
that.
we do the cake cutting and we
Nice.
read the message. We have an oldest and youngest Marine, and Ed, who was sitting right here, was the oldest Marine this past year.
Yeah, I could tell.
And the youngest Marine was born in 2003. So
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, they're good.
But we do that, and then so the shooting, we'll make that a thing. Solange and Ben, they go rock climbing weekly, over at Wallace Creek. So when you do
There's
belong
stuff
to a
going
cool
on.
group,
Yeah.
we do things together, and that's it's not just show up to the shop and like smoke cigars and talk about the world's problems. It's hey, let's go camping this weekend at an island. Let's go rock climbing every single week.
And the guy Carl I was telling you about who invited me to it, I met here.
Yeah,
so
he's-
it's like
he's a cigar shop, man.
it spawned kind of through that.
I'll tell you meet
And
amazing people.
he's a retired Marine as well, and a Mason.
Yeah, you meet some very amazing people.
I
at
didn't know he
cigar
was a
shop.
Mason.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah. I was at a cigar shop in Apex, North Carolina, and I was just talking to a guy. He was a big architect in Washington, D.C. for the longest period of time. He teaches architecture at NC State. The Walter E. Washington Convention Center, that's where the modern day Marine Expo has been going for years. That's really cool. That's the Marine Corps showcasing its capabilities to Congress and a lot of people. But I'm gonna mess up his name, but this guy designed that building, and it was just cool to sit there and talk to him about that.
That is cool.
Back to shooting, the Veteran Business Collective. I know it's a long ways away, but the second weekend of September they have a chili kickoff and shootout, and not usually, you can win a gun if you're the top shooter.
I like winning guns.
Yeah, and they
You're good at it.
I am.
They give good prizes. I won the chili cook-off one year. I came in second
Nice.
this year, so I mean that's another great group as well too.
Nice.
And I would be.
So you make good chili too.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife.
That's what I heard. That's what
There's
I took away from
layers
that.
here.
That's what I took away from that.
My wife would say I do not make good chili, but obviously
Really?
the people that voted.
Is she just
She
now,
doesn't
is
like-
she is she
she
just
doesn't like
tired
your
of
chili?
it? Has she had it enough times to where it's just the standard now?
I have an aggressive cooking style when it comes to chili. I don't put beans
Just in there
it.
swinging
Yeah,
fists.
I-
Like,
she is not like my approach to the way I put the chili together. But so before I forget, I can't believe I didn't mention this. Well, I'm here for Irreverent Warriors, but we're talking about other things too, and it's good. But I'm also a docent for the Carolina Museum of the Marine. That'll be opening on the 8th of
Oh
June.
yeah, I've been hearing about this.
Yeah, that museum is
It's
awesome.
over by the Beirut Memorial.
It is, yes. It's in Lejeune Memorial Gardens. You go through the parking lot all the way to the back. It's up. They're getting the artifacts in there. 8th of June, doors opening.
Oh, nice.
To the public.
8th of June.
8th of June.
And what it's called the Museum of the Marine Corps.
Carolina Museum of the Marine.
That's
Nice,
awesome.
nice.
If you go by there now, what's really cool about it is they took the ribbons, our ribbons that we wear, and they're in stained glass up on the top of the windows.
cool.
So at night when it's lit up and the sunset's going down, I mean, it's awesome.
That's cool.
And
That's epic.
And it's geared toward Carolina. It is Carolina focused. So and the level of detail being put into it. This is kind of a funny story. So I teach expeditionary warfare school as well. So I was talking about it to my students, and I said, hey, look, if there's a tail number on an aircraft, that aircraft is going to come from Carolina. And one of my students goes, well, was the photographer from Carolina? And I'm like, all right, smart ass, man. It's like, come on, man. But no, it is. It's all things North, South Carolina, and it's about the people that served around here that actually are going to, you'll see them in the
Nice.
museum.
That's
too.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to be great.
that is cool. If Rusty or Ed were in here, I would make a joke about them being in it because they're really old, but they're not in here.
Yeah.
Well, I do see a recurring theme here where the wives are hating on the husbands and what they can contribute.
Yeah.
Whether it's your wife talking shit about your chili or Ed's wife talking shit about
About his
Yeah.
half Iron Man.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I thought you were going to give an example for you. Like,
No.
oh, we got the same lighter. Oh,
Maybe.
mine's in the...
Oh, the other one. Yeah, the same.
Let me see the other side. Yep.
Amazon.
Same lighter.
Yeah.
Same one, yep.
Straight cigar gear.
It's a cool lighter, though.
Pipe gear.
Yeah.
That's a cool little lighter. Yeah, pipe gear. I lost my pipe bag for like 2 days. I set it out on the ledge out there, and Cody picked it up.
You lost your beanie for a week.
Yeah, you
And
picked
was
it up
here.
at you didn't tell me though.
I brought it back the next day.
How would I know it was here unless you told me it was
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
We went to the
I
Super
told
Bowl at Ed's
Solange,
house, and I left my beanie and hat or scarf or whatever. And I was texting it to Ed, and my mom was laughing. She's like, "You just sound like a little like."
A robot?
By chance, did I leave my hat and scarf at your house the other day? Like, it's like
By
Period.
chance, comma.
yeah,
Did
you
I
talk
happen
like
to-
a little nerd.
LOL.
Yeah, and I do that. I'm like LOL. Anyway,
No, I guess going back to the different things that we do here at the cigar shop, whether it's rock climbing, shooting,
Yeah.
going to your shows, you kind of expand beyond your horizons, get beyond your, I guess, like place of comfort.
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that I appreciate because the last time I went rock climbing was like,
I've never
years
done it.
ago.
I've never done it. I
Yeah.
want to go with them
Me
just
neither.
Yeah.
just to do it.
and I was like,
Let's go.
I was nervous
Down.
going
I
up,
can get you
walking
on
up.
base.
Yeah, I was nervous walking up and getting all the equipment, and they're telling me, hey, make sure you don't do this because otherwise the auto belay is gonna go straight up. They were talking about the order that you unhook and hook, because if you do it the wrong way and you let it slip and it just goes straight up, you're just looking up at it like
You better
somebody's gotta
climb
go
up there and get it.
without a belay.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So,
So
yeah.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but they helped guide me through everything between Ben and Solange, and after a while, it was
Oh, that's right. You went with them.
just one time.
Okay.
Yeah, just one time, but because they
okay.
usually climb on Fridays. So
But isn't that cool
someone's-
though? That's the group. That's what we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
can go. It's
And
not.
same thing with shooting. I mean,
Yeah.
we had that family to the left of us where we were shooting,
Yeah, yeah,
and they were
yeah.
in that lane, and they were asking us. They were like, "Hey, this is our first time
And
shooting.
I'm all
What
about
should
it,
I-"
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And-
like that's cool.
and I invited
You can
them
try
over.
any one of my guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Hey,
what
wanna
you
try this
can't
one?
learn.
I like that about the range too, because people
Yeah.
let you shoot their gun. Here, you want to try it?
You can't
Yeah.
learn anything
Yeah.
without like putting yourself out there at a
Yep.
certain percentage level. Like anything, like you have
Right.
to do something. You got to do it for the first time.
Yeah.
You have to.
You
But I
gotta
think
make
the best
yourself
part about it
uncomfortable.
is that you don't have to do that alone.
Yeah.
Right,
Getting
right.
into it. And so, let's say it was somebody's first time shooting. Well, there were all three of us. So
Right, yeah.
they can learn.
And that's intimidating. You go there.
Yeah,
you've
I would
never
not
shot
want
a
to
gun
go to the
before.
range alone. I would not
No,
want to go.
no.
I've
Or
shot
if you've
before, but
never
I
shot-
do not want to go alone.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind going alone.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like back in the day when
I'ma
I was,
have
when I-
questions.
when I was yeah, exactly. Back in the day, like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But now it's like I've shot enough. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of things I don't know what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
I want there to be a friend there that can be like, just don't worry about it, man. Just stick
Yeah.
with me, and
It's intimidating to do anything on your own. Like,
Yeah.
when's the last time
Go
you
eat
went to
lunch.
a restaurant?
I
Yes,
don't.
and,
I don't.
Table for one.
yeah,
And-
freaking. Who was saying this the other day?
I have a picture of it on my phone. Actually,
Was
or my-
saying, No, somebody was just telling me the other day. Yeah, I go up to the bar. And, it's Sweet Dave, and I'm like, you just be going out and eating alone, just like by yourself. I don't
Yeah.
do that, man. No,
I did it, man. Like a couple weeks ago, Nicole was working at the
I went to the
Growler,
movies by myself.
and I was like, she's like, "Are you gonna come over to the island?" And I was like, "I don't really feel like drinking. Like, I don't want to go to the Growler. Like, I love you. I'll be here when you get home."
Yeah.
But I do really want some spicy pork ramen from Bamboo, though. So what did I do? Drove straight there, and I was like, I'm not gonna risk the integrity of the food by getting it to go because that's a far away from my house. It's
Right.
like 20 minutes. The ramen will be not. It won't be
Yeah.
the same.
No.
So you just sat
Yeah.
there like a freaking psychopath.
100%. And
By
I know people are
yourself.
like, "Oh, this poor guy."
Look at that
like, I'm bringing him
freaking
this
crazy
food,
person
like-
over there by himself.
It's so liberating to be able to go do something.
I
like
didn't
that,
even
though.
care. I had my
It's-
phone
it-
propped up
yeah.
on something, like just watching something with an
having a
AirPod
good
in.
time.
Yeah.
When I was in community college, I went like right down the road is a bowling alley, and so in between classes, let's say I had like a 2-hour break.
Right. Some time to kill, at least.
I was going to the bowling alley and just on the lane by myself, and
Yeah.
it was like I'd be able to bowl
Yeah.
a couple games and then leave. But
I've bowled by myself, but that's
Yeah.
because I was at Mac
You can
Daddy's.
bowl fast alone.
I mean, it's not like
too.
I'm good, by any means, and it was just something.
Well,
to
none
do,
of us
and I
are
was-
good compared to this freaking guy. I used to be good.
Only because of the reps and
Yeah,
at this
dude.
point now.
I've bowled 200 twice. One
Done
was
it
a
a
200,
few
one was
more
a
times.
202. Yeah, and you're in the 260s or something, aren't you?
God.
I have bowled
Yeah,
260.
exactly.
The highest I
268.
bowled was like 160.
Yeah,
that
dude.
was like,
I bowled a 202 one
Yeah.
time. No big deal.
well, next group activity. Maybe
Bowling.
we'll go bowling.
I'm
Yeah,
down
we
for
gotta go
bowling.
I'm down with
I'm
it.
down for bowling.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, dude.
Oh, the other group activity we do is golf.
Yeah.
George and a group of guys goes out every single morning. My back hurts, so I can't go. I need to go to the range first before I.
I've only gone to what is it? Driving the
Mac
driving range?
Daddies?
No. The fancy Top Golf.
Top golf.
I've only gone to Top Golf, and
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
You've
just
never
go to a
played a
range.
round of golf before?
huh?
You've
No,
ne-
no.
What?
No.
But,
oh
but
my
before you
gosh,
do,
this
you,
has to change.
you want to go to like Golf and Dolphin, Mac
Yeah,
Daddies,
yeah.
you know, and practice at the range. But once you learn like which club is going to be for which distance, and you're not going to be that accurate.
No.
But as long as you learn how to hold it,
You're
going to
be
go
just
straight,
trying to hit the ball.
just trying to
bro.
hit the ball.
I'm not even trying to be accurate. I'm just trying to be consistent.
Make contact.
Yeah.
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 I mean, whether it like slices or cuts one
Well,
way or the
you
other.
figure
it's-
that out later.
Yeah,
But yeah, well, we do that, man. You ought to come out with us. I haven't been out in a while.
I've
but-
golfed with George.
Yeah, that's right. You have, yeah.
last year.
Because you're good at golf too, aren't you? You punk.
Bro, Ben beat all of. I think I was there the day that I went out with George, Ben, and I think Ed was there.
Might have been me.
No, it was Ed. I remember now.
Oh,
Ben shot the lowest score he ever shot, and I was there. It was like an 82 or 81 or
nice.
something. Like he
Nice.
played really well. I was like, damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
but I do think that these kind of groups are super helpful for your mental well being and all that kind of stuff. Because even when I get that way and don't want to leave, this is always a play. I can go to the shop,
Yeah.
especially Penny. She wants to come to the shop too. So I've created a habit in that little thing too.
Well, you could probably relate to this as well too. Like once you get in said group, I don't like calling it a group. Once you find your people, you know,
tribe. Yep.
all it takes is for you to like want to be staying at home for 2 or 3 days, and someone out of that
Someone's
group
gonna be
is
like,
going to hit
"Yeah,
you up
dude,
and be
what are
like,
you
"Yo,
doing?"
what you up to, man? I ain't seen you in a minute."
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
let's
and
go.
Yeah, like when Rusty wasn't feeling well and he wasn't up here for a few days.
Where
like,
are you, bro?
Where are you? Why aren't you smoking?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's all that, buddy check kind of stuff. And, back to golf, and I scare golf balls into submission. I mean, that's what I think. But Jacksonville's got a great tournament, Guns and Hoses. It's Jacksonville Police Department and Fire Department. They do charity
Guns
stuff.
and Hoses. I
it's-
love that name.
It's actually a national.
I love that name.
it's
That's
an-
excellent.
Yeah, it's a national charity.
Guns and
they'll-
Hoses.
yeah,
That's freaking
yeah,
awesome
yeah,
on many
yeah,
levels.
Yeah. And they pick charity that for the money to go to. They have a spring tournament and a fall tournament. One of them you'll play golf at night so you'll play the first 9 during the day and then the back 9 at night. And that's always fun with the glow balls and everything.
Dude, I want to do that.
Yeah. I'll let you guys know when it comes up again.
Night putting.
Yeah. But you know
Putting at
what
night.
was
You can't see
hilarious
the
about
terrain.
that?
You don't see anything.
Last time we played, we
Whack
actually,
a tree and it
yeah.
comes back and hits you in the face. Like, God.
This
That's
just
why
tells
we
you how good we are. We played better at night than we did during the day.
That's impressive,
like
actually.
our night.
What would
night-
be cool is if like the hole was lit up.
They do. They put a chem light or whatever
Yeah.
in the hole, and then they'll put the light up around
Yeah.
On the
yeah,
flag.
and
I want to
yeah.
do that, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would
it
be
just
super
seems like
fun.
cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Seems
great
like
time.
cool.
It makes sense being a little bit better at night. Like, not make sense, but
No, it does.
you take all the scary,
It's
like there's
distraction.
water over there,
Yeah,
there's
it's distraction.
explosions
Yeah.
over there.
Just
Like,
hit
just
it
hit
into
it
the-
that
Yep.
way.
Yep.
Hit it into the abyss.
It's
Yeah.
right there.
and
Yeah.
then good luck finding it.
Well, it depends on the ball you use because they have one where you put like what am I saying? A UV light on it. It'll make the ball glow. Or there's some that the lighting element is in the ball.
It's like contact
right.
based,
Yes. Yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah.
those videos of the balls that explode?
and they're like loud as
Loud
hell.
as
Yeah.
crap. Yeah. And it scares the crap out of everybody.
Everybody's looking.
I
that
like
way.
the what is it called? Back off golf or something like that. The guys that
The
talk
back
crap.
off challenge.
Yeah, they just talk crap the whole time. Dude, that stuff is so freaking funny, man. Like just the comments they come up with. I can't even think of any of them right now, but it's funny.
It's all situational. It's
Yeah.
all like
Yeah.
you just think of it as
Yeah,
the
yeah,
time
yeah,
comes.
yeah.
They'll make fun of the outfit. And
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like now
it's like
messing
something
with you.
about doing your taxes
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. It's like,
We had a hole like that in one of the tournaments. There were a couple guys there talking trash, making fun of the way you hit it, how you everything. They were just completely talking. You could pay $20 for them not to do it, But we did.
But that's the challenge of that
that's the
hole. So you're
challenge,
gonna
You
hear it.
opt out.
yeah,
Because you know they're gonna make fun of you. As soon as you do that.
But it
That's
was fun.
more ammo.
Yeah.
It was fun to have them to make fun. Yeah, actually. So it
Yeah.
was pretty cool. But yeah, those,
Right.
those
It's like,
guys
what do
did
you
too.
got? What do you
Yeah,
got?
well, we did that
Yeah.
with ChatGPT
Yeah.
on our last show, and that didn't turn out.
I got
too well.
disrespectful.
I got disrespectful.
You weren't supposed to
quick.
uninstall.
Like, I don't like you. This is not good. Hold on, I gotta.
Watch me delete you. How I have the last laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my penny.
If it could text you, it'd be like, you haven't used ChatGPT recently.
Yeah,
Feelings
you're like-
hurt or
Somebody's visiting my puppy.
Nice. Right, like your group's like, yo, I haven't heard from you in a while.
ChatGPT's doing
Yes,
the same
it's like
thing,
you're not my friend.
Hey, remember you wanted this.
You're not my friend.
Yeah. Because I think mine went like 4 different levels. It was like, here's like gentle roast. And then it was like,
No,
here's
we all
harder,
opted into
and
like
here
the more
harder.
savage
Yeah, yeah,
ones. We're like, yo, go farther.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, you asked for this.
yeah. Yeah.
I just found your Instagram profile, and boy, how much time do you have? Like,
Do you ever have anybody send you something and then like the very next day you can't find it at all and you know you didn't delete it?
Probably, I'm
Rusty
sure,
sent me
yeah.
a picture yesterday. Sent me a picture yesterday.
Damn.
I was sitting in that because it's a certain product that we buy that he's getting a certain kind, and I'm like, I want to know what brand. So I call him up, or well, I call him and he
narrow
ignores
it by the app. Is it a message? Is it a DM? Is it?
I went to Facebook.
Oh,
Instagram,
so you did the
Messenger.
channels.
I went everywhere, dude. I went to my email. He doesn't even know my email.
That's like when you lose something and you're looking at weird places. Like, did I throw my binder
I
away?
was
Like,
I saw the picture. Yes, he sent it to my phone yesterday while I was sitting at the table, and I just can't find it. And then he calls me back once I left, and I was like, I already left now. Sorry, man, I was in the shower. Like, you don't shower. Don't act like you do.
I finally figured,
He's in the other room.
figured out search pictures for that because I got, I want to find something cool.
Oh, yeah, you can search in your phone and everything.
Yeah, I finally figured out how to do that.
Yeah. And
Once-
it doesn't really work great, but
No.
once I got a
find
new
stuff.
phone, the dude was like, do you want to transfer all your photos? And my Google thing had been backed up probably until like last year or so. And I was like, that's good enough. I'm not sitting in
I've already
Verizon for
got-
3 hours.
I've already got 10,000 pictures of myself. I don't really
And
need
all
any-
of those are just like 80% are like, why did I take a picture of that?
Well, it's because like I'll take stupid, goofy. Like I just did. I just took a stupid, goofy picture and sent it to my sister. But I don't want it on my phone anymore, and it's probably on my phone now.
So I have a habit of snoozing my alarms. And when you grab your iPhone, you'll take a
Got
screenshot.
all the screenshots, bro. I think I did like 3 this morning, like literally.
I accidentally turned on the tap thing. Where if you
Which
tap
is-
it and it'll take a screenshot.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like
All
doing
the
something. I'm
time.
like, you just took a picture. I'm like, I don't want that picture. Yeah.
Best part is if
technology.
your sound's on and you're in a public place and
Yeah.
it
I
does
was like, did you just take a picture of me?
No, and then you hear.
I guess they wouldn't be mad then if that's what they said.
I mean, whatever's in your gallery. I don't know.
Yeah, no. That was our go-to. That was our go-to one right there.
That's it. That's the signature.
I had the printouts, but they're in my other bag. Remember how I was?
We're going off straight feel.
Well, I can see it a little bit. I took my glasses off for some reason. There they are. I could put them on, but I'm not gonna.
Man, these cigars are good.
Yes, they are.
They are good, but Roger, you didn't tell us what you were smoking.
I think this one is some tobacco from a place up in, where the hell did we go? Where was that?
That's straight ganja. No, I'm just kidding.
I forget where we were.
That might be ganja then.
No.
You're not inhaling
It's
that,
working
are you?
already.
It's called Count Pulaski, but I forget where the. Oh, is this up in? Is it in Boston? No.
Now you just got into
Yeah.
pipes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of you. Well, not because of you.
Well, no, but I mean, I started smoking my pipe again because there's somebody here that was smoking a pipe, and I was like, man,
Yeah.
I haven't smoked my pipe in a while.
Yeah.
And it's just gives you something to do.
Yeah.
It's like a fidget spinner that you can smoke.
It is. Yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Well, I think
Every ti- I gotta have
for
it
me
every
it's
time.
like the variability of how much time I have to smoke.
That's probably the optimal reason that I would want to try
Absolutely.
it because
Yeah.
this is a time commitment. Let's be honest.
It really is, and
Yeah.
and those, it's a little bit of tobacco. So if you have to leave, just dump it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a couple couple of pipes now, right?
Yeah. I have a couple of them. One's the the corn cob, and then I got this one.
Yeah.
Off
Dude, the
Amazon.
corn cob's a nice pipe, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
I
Is
got
that
myself
pretty
a
much a starter kit? For
Pretty
the most
much,
part?
yeah. So my son Jackson was here, and we were on the show. We were smoking pipes,
I think I remember that.
but I gave him my pipe because he was just trying it out and he liked it. So I gave him my pipe, which is kind of like that pipe. It was a kit pipe.
That might have been the day that I met you, bro. That you came when you were in the Bears jersey.
Yeah.
Jackson was
And,
here
then,
that
and
day.
then I went inside and just bought a corn cob. And I was like, all right, let me just
smoke a pipe?
try this.
I used to.
I gotcha.
I still have a couple.
But yeah, the corn cob smokes just fine. And then George gave me a pipe for my birthday,
Yeah.
and then another pipe for my birthday. So he gave me 2 pipes.
You know, funny story about the Bears jersey. I walked into Willy Nilly. I didn't know it was an Eagles place. So
Eagles Den.
Yeah, so I walked in there and it was like the cantina in Star Wars. Like, because I was
Music
fully
stops.
bared out. I had Bears shorts, Bears jersey, Bear
Yeah.
hat. And that's a great little spot, though. Yeah, it was really cool to walk in there. And
I
see
love
that.
it because
Yeah.
I hate the
Yeah.
Eagles. I love. Hey, no offense to any business. I love going there and
Yeah.
spending my money there. I don't like the Eagles.
Yeah.
Everybody should hate the Eagles.
Yeah.
On record, I don't like
It
the Eagles.
is healthy to hate the Eagles. You shouldn't have hate in your heart unless it's for the Eagles or the Cowboys.
Yeah, the
Cowboys are
Cowboys
the
get a
worst.
lot of flack from me too.
They're the worst.
Yeah. No, my
but,
Bears,
yeah,
my
Eagles
Bears,
suck,
you
too.
know, my Bears just need to understand that there's like 48 other minutes in the game where they can play well. They don't have to wait till the last 2 minutes. And it was insane. I mean, Caleb Williams, DJ Moore.
Bro, they had a good season.
Oh my God, they had
It-
the best
Was
season.
it a good NFL season? I know that we had we had a pretty
Yeah.
fun Super Bowl party. We were over at Ed's, but I didn't pay much attention.
The game was a little lackluster.
The
but-
game was very lackluster. It was
Yeah.
very
And see, this
lackluster,
is
but
what
we
I think.
still had a good time.
I think
but
this is funny about Super Bowls. What does everybody say coming into Super Bowl weekend?
I can't wait till the commercials.
I don't want it to be a blowout.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be an railroading. Well, guess what happens when it's not a blowout?
Yeah.
It's kind of boring because not a lot of stuff's going on.
Nope.
I don't know what I just did.
We lost light.
Is
we
it,
lost.
Is it that or is it this?
Oh, it's right there. The connector. Where it connects
It's
right
the
there.
adapter itself.
I mean, I thought the season was great. There was no dominant team.
That's what I'm saying. It was a good season as far as that goes.
I thought it was some great football.
I got to get my life together.
Don't we all? That's why we're here.
Well, because look at the ashes. That's what I was trying to. Because
I wasn't gonna call that out.
bro.
I saw that. I was like, what?
Because big ash just dropped right there, so I was trying to scoop it away.
I thought Penny was here.
Yeah.
'cause
One time we were doing the show and Penny went under the table and you were
Yes,
there.
oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
She
remember.
almost literally dragged
The
everything.
whole thing off the table. Yeah,
We were almost gonna not have a podcast, y'all.
that's my sweet baby. That's my sweet baby angel. Yeah. So, oh man, we talked about some damn good groups. Well, we got plenty of time left, but I just want to reiterate real quick. We got Irreverent Warriors, which you can check out irreverentwarriors.org to find out more information about them. We've got the Honor
Honorfoundation.
Foundation. Now, what is that? You didn't really tell us what that is.
So the Honor Foundation is they help people who have served in special operations, or if you were in support of special operations in your last tour, helps you transition into civilian life. So it's really a 4-phase program. The first phase of it's a 12-week program. The first phase helps you find your why. What drives you? What you want to do? What don't you want to do? It really focuses on yourself, storytelling, which is interesting. In the military, we know how to tell stories. We tell stories all the time, but it's a little bit different when you're presenting yourself to civilians.
Right.
Team room's one thing. Going on in the civilian world's another thing. So that's phase 1. Phase 2 is, resume and LinkedIn. It's interesting you guys said acronyms. That's what I always tell my fellows. Hey, look, if your resume is free of acronyms and military jargon and it's quantitative, then it's a good resume, because every resume has to be tailored anyway to the job.
100%.
And then the third phase is, they'll go out on a trek. So they'll actually go to your Charleston, Raleigh, and they'll actually go to businesses to see what they want to do. And then the fourth phase is the alumni network. So we have, 4,000 alumni, something like that. So if you want to do something, all you got to do is tap into the alumni network, and they'll get you out there and get you connected. That's the art part of it. They do 50 cups of coffee. So again, you get used to talking to people and networking and things like that, and the importance and value of that. Because I'll be honest with you, most jobs, you're not going to get it off your resume. You're going to get it off your network. Who you're working with, who you're talking to. It's not about a hookup or anything.
At least getting you in the door on some level.
Yeah, it's just about, if you're not known, you're not known, and then you're not going to get hired. So And then the offshoot of the Honor Foundation is Vector Accelerator. Vector Accelerator is for anybody. I've done Vector Accelerator, so it's for any MOS, any military occupational specialty. It's online. You can do it at any time. I was out for 9 years before I went through it. I did it because I wanted to see how it compared to the Honor Foundation curriculum, which is different, and it's meant to be different because it's tailored. The Honor Foundation curriculum is tailored for the special operators, and then Vector Accelerators for everybody else. But that's self-paced. It's got a self-paced portion, and then you have dialogue, Zoom call for a given topic, a given time. That's vectoraccelerator.org. I'll give you all these websites when we're done with it.
I mean, we could post them in the
Yeah, we
description.
can put them in the description too.
Yeah, I'll get that. So yeah,
In the show notes.
yeah,
I like when they say
absolutely. Yeah, in the show notes.
that. But then it
yeah.
means we have to actually do it, though. That sucks.
You got to remember to do it.
I
is
know,
the-
no.
Yeah, well, I'm going to show you all some love in LinkedIn too, so I'll make sure we got these out. That's why I use LinkedIn primarily for my job, but I'll slip in things like this because
Yeah, I post weekly on LinkedIn. I post about the book that I wrote, the leadership book, and then the customer service book and stuff like that. I just do that weekly because that's more of the networking avenue, and Facebook's kind of like,
Facebook's Facebook.
But you'd be surprised how many, active duty or on the way transitioning out to becoming a veteran haven't thought about that question of like, who are you? Yeah. Like, what makes you tick? What are your...
That's got to be a scary question to even answer general.
who?
In the mental health world, we call them core values, and it's kind of like what gets you going. What's the thing that if you accomplish this, you would feel like energized day in, day out. The thing that keeps you waking up and trying to get up every morning and do better. Mm-hmm. And in the military, it's pretty. Yeah. They give you a description of what your job is, and your sole
not
purpose
much
in this,
guesswork.
right? Not much guesswork. And so as you transition out, you're like, there is aspects to it that you got to put some thought into. Mm-hmm. And it can be difficult for people that really dedicated themselves to the military so much, especially like the operators and whatnot. Yeah. That it's hard. It's a hard question for them. It's a hard question for everybody. But you spend some time to discover that yourself. It might take a couple days, but you'll find it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. No, that's excellent, Roger. Yeah, you're right on point with that because even in the military, regardless if you're special operations, conventional, whatever, everything's laid out for you. There's mission statements, there's roadmaps that show you your career that says, okay, this is what you got to do at certain ranks at certain times. Yeah, there's none of that in the civilian world. You're on your own. You got to figure all that out on your own and put it together. But you're not on your own. That's why we have. There's a Special Operations Foundation, which is very similar to the Honor Foundation. There's plenty. Again, here's I'm gonna get. You all are gonna get hate. I won't get hate because I don't have comments, but I will get hate. We're resource saturated. There's so many resources. It's not a matter of a lack of resources. It's a matter of
Tell Solange disregard. Thanks, buddy.
It's a matter of tailoring those. First of all, educating people on these resources, and then tailoring the resources to the individual. Because I'm telling you, if you think of it, there's either a nonprofit out there or some other resource that's available. It's just
because what works for one person isn't going to work for everybody.
No,
it's almost like, I guess, like counterproductive now because there's so many that you get analysis paralysis of like, which one am I really supposed to go to? Can you just pick one for me, sort of thing?
Well, yeah, and the answer to that is no, because not every organization is going to be a fit for you.
Yes,
you got to find the one that fits you. It's just, and that's where you got to find your why. Sorry, put my hand in front of the camera. That's where you got to find your why. Because once you find your why, then you'll know what organization works for you. It's not a cookie cutter. Go join the Legion, VFW, which you should do. Yeah, but they might not be a right fit.
It's not supposed to be easy.
No,
it's not supposed to be.
Coming into the military wasn't easy. Getting out of the military wasn't easy.
Yeah, I want it to be hard. Like I mean, I want it to be difficult. Like why would I joined the Marine Corps of all branches.
Of all the branches,
I don't want it easy, man. Like when I get out, I want it freaking tough.
Yeah.
Is that wrong? We
There's no right or wrong.
Marines
It
like
just
pain.
is.
We like pain.
Yeah, to some degree. I mean, like,
no, I'm just
half
kidding.
the
But
people
it's
that,
like some stress is good stress. That kind of thing.
Yeah, or if you have like a chip on your shoulder that you're trying to, offload and prove that you can.
Yeah.
Whatever setbacks you had early on in life as a teenager kind of carries forward, and you're like, of all the branches, that's one that I want.
Yeah.
Or if it was the fucking commercial with the dragon and the sword.
I want to slay a dragon the way that dude did.
Yeah.
And regardless,
Or chick.
transition's not going to be easy. I saw a slide. I think it was last week or a couple
Or
weeks
it
ago.
can be. It
Yeah.
can be easy. It's
Yeah.
just if you surround yourself,
But those motivational posters where they got like the eagle and it says motivation or something like that.
Yeah.
I saw one that said post-traumatic stress disorder is the day that you figured out you'll never be this cool again. And a picture of somebody in full combat gear getting after it.
Yeah.
And it's true because for those of us
Yeah.
that have been in the military, those I was in for 26 years.
Yeah.
Those were very good days of my life, and it's hard to walk away.
I'm going to
from
be
that.
putting my
Yeah.
uniform back on pretty soon.
Oh, really?
Oh,
My buddy's retiring,
Nice.
and I
Oh,
told
yeah.
him I would shave and get a haircut and put my uniform back on.
Did you guys decide on which uniform?
It's his retirement.
Yeah.
He says deltas, so I'll wear deltas.
All right.
Dress blue deltas. So that's the brown short sleeve. For those who don't know, that's the brown short sleeve shirt, the blue pants. The
I know
white
what it
cover.
is.
Well,
Yeah.
you probably do because you're dad. But like people who are listening are like, God, would you quit talking about stuff like that? We don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that'll be cool, man. Cody's been in 26 years, and he's by then it'll be about 27. He's a master guns, and we were gunnies together, and like had a good a friendship that spanned across a couple of I guess 1 decade. But anyway, we were talking about that the other day about how long we've known each other and the fact that we didn't like each other when we first met because we're both alphas and we're both like gunnies and we're both like. You have to call me Dragon. You have to call me. You know what I mean? Like, and then in 2013 when we met again, it was like, you want to go do karate in the basement? did we just become best friends? Yup.
There it is.
But anyway, that'll be cool. Retirement. I always told my kids too, if they join the military, I'll put my uniform back on for you. I'll salute you. Not if you join and become a disgusting enlisted turd. I'm not going to do that. But no, I'm just kidding. But anyway, that'll be fun. It'll be good times. And those are fun too, man, going to retirements because then you see like Marines you haven't seen in 10, 20 years. Maybe you're corporals together or something like that. It's like, God, how you been? They got beards down to here. And it is always cool catching up with the team.
A lot of respectable
from back in
beards at the
day.
camp out.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of respectable beards.
Yeah.
I was like, dang.
I used to have a respectable beard. I don't anymore.
Dude did one episode of the podcast and then shaved. Literally.
Oh, did I have my beard when we did the podcast?
The first episode.
You've changed.
No, not the long beard.
It was
No.
pretty freaking big.
No, I had the long beard at the St. Patty's Day show last year.
Well, this was still like
I don't know.
Long.
We'll have to go to the archives for that one. Check that out.
You're speaking of shows. Where can we go see where Hard Stop's playing and all that? You guys got like a schedule?
No, he already got me, Solange. We do. I don't know where it is. I'm not a very good front man because I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. AJ, our bass player, he pretty much takes care of all the logistics and stuff. Now, but we have it on our calendar. March 7th, we're playing at 34 North. And then that very next Saturday, we're doing the Emerald Isle St. Patty's Day Festival. And that's a fun festival. I was talking about it earlier. We were talking about it earlier. It's a great time. So come to that if you're in the area. Please check it out. Check out Heartstop.
get there early
Get there
because
early.
it gets packed, man.
It gets packed.
It's serious.
Yeah.
Because everybody's there, to hear all
It
the
is
great
an
music.
island-wide event.
It is, yeah. It's
easily
a lot of fun. They shut down the roads and everything.
Well, in 34 North, it's an awesome place. The parking is not necessarily that awesome.
Well, that's
Well,
why
I
they have
get
the
there early
shuttles
enough
there.
that I get. Yeah, they do.
That's why they have shuttles.
Yeah, they have
34
shuttles.
34 is
Yes,
awesome
yes.
because they have free
Yeah,
shuttles.
they do.
And they go very far.
It's
So-
always funny to see everybody, like when you go there when it's extremely packed, everybody's creative way of how they can turn a spot that's not a parking spot into a parking spot.
Yes.
It's always interesting. There's always like 4 or 5 cars. It's like, dang, I should have thought of that.
And it
Yeah.
just takes one, and then everybody else.
Someone
starts
else
following.
tries to squeeze in right there. And you're like, bro, you're
whenever
ruining
I'm
it.
there, it's always to set up for a show.
Yeah.
So I park right in that handicap spot right by the entrance, so I can just carry all my gear right in there, right there. Because like, dude. But then what sucks is when they shut down at the end of the night, what do? They start with a DJ, and then everybody's on the dance floor, and they don't
Get out of my way.
They don't make room for us. And I'm like, God, please, if you just clear this one little path, we'll be out of your way. And
Do you guys have an enclosed trailer?
Yeah,
That's a whole another thing of operating that at 7 p.m. as
Dude.
opposed to 11 p.m. when there's a full parking lot with a damn trailer.
And AJ does it. We get there 3 hours prior to any show, so we always show up 3 hours prior to set up.
That's
do
a good
sound
window,
check.
though.
Yeah,
Like, you
sound-
have to.
No stress, no nothing. Set up, sound check, everything's done, so that by the time it's time to start, we can just start.
Yeah.
But like some places, man, they're just a nightmare to get in and out of. Like we do this private party. It's actually really fun private Halloween party that we do. But getting in and out, ooh, it sucks because we got to roll our gear across their lawn where they've got these stones and stuff. I mean, it's a nice lawn, but it's like not set up for
moving AV
a band to
gear.
be playing there. So it takes a long time to set up and tear down. And then sometimes we do shows out in the heat of the day, and it's like 130 outside, and we got a Camp Lejeune car show coming up April something. And last year when we did it, we're on this big stage facing the sun.
Nice.
It's just the hottest day imaginable. I'm sure the Guinness Book of World Records wrote that down that day, that was the hottest day ever. But
Your equipment's melting.
it was so bad, dude. It was so
You
bad.
can't even grab the equipment because it's all metal.
And it's a steel stage. It's steel.
Yeah, strings
so
are
it's
metal.
hot. Everything. You put your hand down.
It's
hot.
generating heat.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
So,
God.
but we love it. We love what we do. So support us. No, but seriously, the band can't do anything without the support. The podcast can't do anything without support. Irreverent Warriors, like all these groups we've been talking about, unless people actually join or go to their websites or donate to these things, they can't function. They can't,
Even as simple as it may be, spreading awareness is still valuable on a level. Like just passing the word.
well, even like we didn't know what this was until you told us, and now we know a lot more about it, and hopefully a lot more veterans are going to hear about it.
I'll tell you, Lee and TK, I am so appreciative that you all had me out for this. I mean, that you don't know. I believe that word of mouth and everything will get people going, and your energy and our conversation's been outstanding.
Yeah.
And I already hooked you up with the cigars.
Thank you for that, by the way.
You'll be getting some other stuff, I'm sure, down the
appreciate it,
road
man.
here.
Thanks, man.
I think we owe George a plaque and some other things for y'all. But no, this is awesome.
Well, I definitely hope that you guys get some traffic to your site, especially like you said, if you're aware of it, if you know about it, then obviously it's going to do better than if you just belong to an organization, you don't tell anybody about it, then they don't really benefit.
And shout out to you for that, like just being an advocate / ambassador for the whole thing, getting out there. Like you said, you're going to be talking to multiple people, so that's a super big thing. Because some people be like, "Well, I'm scared to go do that." Well, it's kind of the mission. You kind of have to go.
Yeah.
get
What's
it out
crazy?
there.
It's the opposite. We want you. This isn't selection. We're not trying to, when
Right.
when you come out, all these groups want you.
You're in.
Yes.
There's 100% pass rate. There's no,
Yeah.
You just gotta be.
You're not going to get screened.
No, you gotta be a good man.
It's
or-
not like Finding Nemo. Where
the
you gotta,
screening. The only screening is you gotta be a good human being.
There's-
You
I
gotta be a
mean,
good man. You gotta be a good woman. But and
I thought you said you let Marines in.
yeah, nice. yeah. And Onslow Business Journal. It's so funny because it's a newspaper, and I got friends all the time saying, "Oh yeah, it's a newspaper." Yeah, people still read newspapers. I went to Boots.
I like a newspaper, man.
Yeah.
Just the physical newspaper.
Yeah.
Same thing with a book. I don't like a Kindle. I like a book.
Yeah, well, Onslow Business Journal's it. It's funny. I went to a Boots to Business thing on base, and there was a corporal in there. So 23, 24, 5-year-old guy.
Yeah.
I said, how'd you find out about it? He said, Onslow Business Journal. I'm like, man, I didn't think people in their 20s read newspapers.
Really?
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
I thought
crazy.
you were afraid to get a paper cut or something. But no, the guy was great.
It's more like the ink on your fingers, but it's the same thing.
But no. Yeah, the back page of the Onslow Business Journal, this issue, March and April, is all about Irreverent Warriors.
That's great,
Nice.
though.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
all
And
it
that-
takes
is
is
that
one
already
life
out?
to make that difference. Where you can just impact that one life, and you're like, this is worth it.
Yeah, it just takes one. I told y'all that there was a person that they talked about on one of the hikes. They had the family cleared out of the house, note written, gun in hand. They were ready to end it, and the phone rang, and it was somebody from Irreverent Warriors, and turned the life around.
That's
Yeah.
legit.
Jesus.
Yeah, so
Just
and that's
out of the
happened.
blue. Just out of the blue. they
Yeah,
call-
and that's not unusual. I've heard different stories on different hikes from different people.
So, do you guys cold call people,
Wait, no, I don't think so.
or is it like is there ever been a scenario where like, hey, you should call my buddy?
No, I'm sure people do that, but I know on the hikes, what we do, like I was telling you earlier, is we say, hey, send out 22 texts or make 22 phone calls.
See, because I was going off kind of what you were asking, like how did that phone call come in type of thing.
God.
Exactly, 100% that.
Yeah.
And have you ever done any of the suicide training or anything like that, like in the Marine Corps and stuff?
Yes.
Like we did it a lot, obviously, but staff and COs are all going to it, officers.
Yep.
And we did it in Romania, I want to say, and we did like just a long, like a couple days or something. I want to say it was a couple days. It might have been just a couple hours in one day, but it was a very good. One of the very first things they talk about is the people don't want to bring it up or even mention the S word because then you might put that idea in their brain. Well,
it don't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. But I mean, you do feel that. I felt that way back in the day before I experienced all that I did. And now I've known so many who have done that that I get nervous to like overly nervous about situations that I shouldn't be. I'm thinking like, oh, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. Yeah. So it's like when I talk to people now, it's like, oh, man, you just don't know. You do not know what's going through their head. You don't know if they're going to do it. And it's like, man.
There's only one way to find out.
Come here.
Ask.
Don't do it. Come here. Come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well, I'll give you a better S word. And I talked about it a couple times, and I'll talk about it again. Sleep. Start the conversation. Hey, what's your sleep like? What's your quality of sleep?
I miss sleep
and because I'm telling you,
Lee's like my sleep.
I miss sleep so much, dude. Insomnia is my highest rated disability.
Yeah. But and that's the thing about it, because if you're not getting high quality sleep, that leads to depression.
It's opening the door to other things.
Your body is not, and especially if you're somebody that works at night, and which we have to, we pride ourselves on that. I mean, we don't go grab presidents of countries without, we do it at night. We fight at night, and
we make our grilled cheese sandwiches at night,
and that's what makes us great. But understand, you're affecting your circadian rhythm. You're changing your body chemistry. That's the other thing we don't talk about enough with the brain. This isn't. If I was sitting here bleeding right now, you'd be like, dude, go get a Band-Aid, go get some stitches.
Somebody call Ben.
Rub some dirt on it. But if I'm telling you that, like, I'm waking up every hour, like I'm gasping for air at night, we don't know how to react to that. Well, you got to go get a sleep study, get a CPAP, get whatever to get you going. But yeah, it's sleep.
Do you remember the Russian experiment, the sleep study, where they kept them awake? I don't remember if this was a real thing or not. I want to say I listened to a podcast on it, but they kept these people awake for like days,
like to a hallucinogenic level.
And they were like, I can't speak intelligently on it because I don't remember enough of the details of the story.
I think I remember they
what I'm talking about?
Way off script, like just doing some completely bizarre stuff,
and they were like scary,
like detrimental to the mission, because these were all military folks that were testing them to see like how much sleep.
And they screwed them up real bad,
almost like irreversible damage.
It's like your brain,
stuff.
man. You need sleep, dude. You need sleep.
They probably damaged brain cells. They threw off all their endocrines, all that. I'm not a doctor, but
sure, but
you caused. You're causing.
I am too, but not a medical doctor.
You're causing.
You're out of whack.
There's proteins in your brain called tau proteins that just kind of build up over time. It's just like, imagine like dust that just kind of, you got to clean it out every once in a while. And that's what sleep does. It cleans up the proteins. It literally goes in there, washes things out. And buildup of tau proteins is associated with Alzheimer's and other like degenerative conditions.
That's what I'm going to get. Well, I know it. I know I'm going to get Alzheimer's. I know.
Well, I'm glad you said that.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Roger.
It's going to be a hell of an episode.
Yeah.
That goes to my other point, Roger, about the proper flow of fluids to your brain, because back to that 30 for 30, they showed Jim McMahon, quarterback for the Bears. They showed it had to have been an MRI. They showed his spine and spinal cord, and they said, right here you got pressure against your spinal cord. It was causing those proteins to build up in his head. That's where he was getting the headaches, the brain fog, not knowing where he's at, the suicidal thoughts. And
imagine how many murderers are behind bars right now because of something like that.
Yeah,
sleep is the force multiplier of life. Like if your sleep is good, there's so much that can get better just simply off of that. Physical health, mental health, just like alertness, everything going on.
So I'm screwed.
hell, even like your irritability.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't slept well,
Yeah.
you know that you don't want to be
Yeah.
like messed with that day.
Yeah.
It just is like taking this in.
I
like,
swear
bruh.
to God, dude, I feel like is this me? Did I do something to offend you?
But then
I thought we were boys.
to round it out on that, but that's what hyperbaric oxygen therapy is just one of the treatments that will help with that. Because when you're breathing that pure oxygen under pressure, it's increasing blood flow, increasing circulation, which increases cellular production, which increases healing. I know it sounds easy. In fact, there was an article on LinkedIn talked about, doctors are saying, well, why is hyperbaric, is hyperbaric oxygen therapy just too easy of a solution? Well, okay, it can be. I mean, it's blood pressure and time. I mean, I'm telling you, and it's free for veterans through HBOT for Heroes. You'll see the booth on Sunday set up there. It's a great.
Doesn't hurt to try.
No,
I mean, yeah.
I'd try that.
It's like, yeah.
but you got to be consistent with it. It's not one and done. You can't go for one treatment.
sucks.
You got
Nothing is ever like that.
I like the easiest way.
Well, that's what everybody wants to go do, like ayahuasca and DMT, because they're like, oh, one trip and then it changed my life. And everybody's like trying to find the quickest solution to everything nowadays. That it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You didn't get like this overnight. This took years, decades of military service or whatever, or shitty upbringing to get to this point, or years of professional sports, whether it's like football or any other contact
Highlight.
sport.
UFC.
Yeah, boxing and whatnot.
Highlight.
because
Highlight.
Maybe you just like get killed
Well,
doing
you
that.
get
I know, dude. That ball goes fast.
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I think that everybody's looking for the quick solution to everything, and it might be a multitude of things. It's not just going to be one thing. It might be HBOT. It might be you got to get your CPAP going. Maybe there is medication that could be useful.
Yes.
Maybe alongside with therapy and everything like that. But when I think every day we're all trying to find the shortcut to everything.
Yeah.
We feel like time is
Yes.
precious, and we're trying to get the quickest direct
Yeah.
route.
Can I take a pill so I don't have to sleep?
Yeah, you got
so
to.
you don't have to
Yeah,
sleep?
so that can just clean out the proteins. I already don't sleep.
Yeah.
So.
Well, one of the
I sleep a little bit.
Well, so one of my old professors, he's got a podcast too, but he was talking about when somebody doesn't sleep well, you'll start to see it in their eyes. Not like the bags under your eyes, but literally around the iris. There's like a little glow, and people just look like glazy eyes. And when they say like glass-eyed, that's what you're looking at. And,
Like a mouth breather.
Well, there's little lymph channels that drain when you go to sleep, and
They're
same
just
thing
full.
with your eyes. And same
Dude,
thing
all
with
this
your
information is
brain
going to
and-
make me not sleep even more.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, what was he
Don't
talking
go
about?
look in the mirror or anything. He's gonna be like, "Wow, I see it."
It's going to be like, I got rings around my eyes. Now I'm thinking about this. Now I'm thinking about that.
I'm not
And
feeling very
My
alert.
protein is not getting cleaned away from my brain right now. Thanks a lot,
Well,
Roger.
there's a lot of different things. So whether it's if you can't sleep because you have anxiety, well, write that shit down. Write all the things that you need to get done the next day. If there's medication, supplements, magnesium 3 and 8 is a
I can't
good
take
one.
magnesium.
Oh yeah, because your heart.
So it'll all.
There are other medications. Lunesta is a non-addictive benzo, but anyway, I think we're getting too sciencey. Nonetheless, go see a medical
Weed.
professional. Go, try to figure it out.
Yep.
Because it's not going to get better just you
By
trying to wish
tossing
it
and
better.
turning.
I know, and I know I'm terrible about this. I did go get a sleep study done. Do you remember me telling you that story?
It was just a study, probably because you didn't sleep.
I did not sleep, dude. I didn't sleep the whole freaking night.
Yeah.
And then they said, you were asleep for 4 hours. No, I wasn't.
No,
I was
yeah.
turning and looking at my phone every 10 minutes or so. I was
Yeah.
not asleep.
My sleep study was,
get off your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they don't allow phones in there. You got to leave it all off. And it's
Also-
crazy because
also,
they're like
Mr.
recording
Butt
you.
was my father. I'm
Dr. Butt.
So, I mean, you got to build an ecosystem for yourself. Like me personally, it's CPAP, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, infrared sauna, and cold
Oh,
plunge.
I like the infrared sauna.
Those four things: CPAP, HBOT, infrared sauna, and cold plunge. That's what I did. It. I went to Reset Contrast before I came up here in Jacksonville. That's you get your own private room. They got a 44-degree cold plunge, 54-degree cold plunge. and then 167-degree sauna with all the different light therapies, red light, bright light, which all do different things. That's what worked for Chris Rabasi.
There you go.
And I'm sober now too, which made a huge difference. And I'm not saying don't drink and all that. I'm just saying that is my ecosystem, mine. You got, like you were saying.
I mean, that affects sleep too, dude.
Yeah. And look, I used to drink myself. That's how I would sleep. I would drink myself to sleep.
Yep.
And that's the wrong answer because you're not getting quality sleep.
Yeah, the weekends are. I get on the weekends. It's like, all right, I can fall asleep.
But you got to build your own. You got to build your own health ecosystem. Again, once you're out of the military, it's all on you now. But there is plenty of support out there. So
there really is, and I think the military does a much better job now than 40 years ago.
Oh, absolutely.
With taking care of veterans. I mean, even the VA. If you look at the VA, I know guys. My guitarist retired in 2002, and he did not have the same VA experience that I had retired in 2017.
Yeah.
And so like now he's working with the VA to get his ratings and stuff bumped up and stuff like that. But it's like it's a lot better than it used to be. So for people to be complaining about all this stuff, man, we got it good. Okay.
Yeah.
You join the military, you get education, you get medical, you get all these things, and it's what you make of it, first of all. Like, if you're going to be miserable if you just say, I'm miserable, it sucks, and blah, 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 blah. But
I think what pisses me off is like the this recycled theme that the VA is shit.
Yeah. It's not anymore.
It's not
As
anymore.
a civilian, that is the common
It really
understanding of the VA is that it's a blanket statement that it sucks.
They're
And it's
actually a lot
unfortunate
better.
because there's great people doing great things there.
Yeah,
And,
I like my doctor.
And I think you're not doing anything by saying that it's shit because now you've made somebody a little bit apprehensive to go now, and now they're not getting the care.
Yeah.
Right.
What did your opinion offer there?
Yeah.
Other than for something that you don't have personal experience in, and you're just shitting on it and making everybody else scared to go, and I think it's just it's unfortunate because I know a lot of doctors and health professionals and therapists, psychologists that all work at the VA doing a great job, and it's thankless work.
It is, because they've gotten that reputation from back when
beyond.
And
back when it wasn't good, and I didn't experience that.
It's totally different now, and you won't find out unless you try it yourself.
And for those of you who are in the military, whether you're going to do 4 years, 20 years, 40 years, go to TRS, Transition Readiness, something or other.
Yes.
Transition readiness seminar.
Seminar. And so there's so much that all you're thinking when you're in for, let's say, 4 years, all right, that corporal sergeant, whatever's getting out, all you're thinking is, oh man, I'm getting out at this time. My time is up. My time is up. My time is up. But you're not thinking past that. You're not thinking of anything else that you need to do.
Right.
Past
You're
that.
riding home from your retirement like, oh.
And that's retirement. I'm talking about the guys that just do, guys and girls that just do one enlistment and then get out with no plan whatsoever. So I used to have my Marines come in and tell me what their plan is. Have a plan. I don't care what it is. I do care what it is, but like have a plan. And if you don't have a plan, well, let's talk about some options. What do you want to do? Why did you join the Marine Corps in the first place?
Yeah.
Did you do it for college money and you didn't go to college? So are you going to go to college now? Well, let's look. What does that look like? You'll get BAH. Where are you going to live? You're going to live with mom and dad. Where do I put recruiter hat back on. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah.
Even though it's like, well, they're getting out. So no, you don't treat somebody like that. They're getting out. So I want to make sure they're set up for success. I don't care if you do 4 years again or 40.
Yeah.
I'm going to set you up for success.
Skillbridge.
TRS, Skillbridge.
Yeah.
That was kind of becoming a bigger thing when I was retiring. But that's a great deal too.
That's what my brother did. He used Skillbridge and went through this like 9-month program, and had job offers from. It was a job fair, whether it was Google, Facebook. A lot of the tech companies were all there. Microsoft. He ended up getting a job through Microsoft as soon as he got out of the military.
Nice.
Yep.
And it wasn't anything that he learned to do within the Marine Corps. This was something that they were like, hey, why don't you try this? This might be something that you're up. It was a lot of like server administration stuff.
And there's all kinds of programs out there for that kind of
free
stuff.
training for that. Not
they
even
just
free.
don't know
You're
about
getting paid because you got your military salary, right?
Yeah.
On top of that, you're getting all this education. You're getting this entryway into the civilian world, and people squander it.
Yeah, there's something else too. It's occupational something or other. There's something you can do, and OC That's almost there. You know what I'm talking about? Where you can get money for a degree if you've used your GI Bill, or you can get training for free.
Oh yeah,
it's occupational.
It used to be called the Cool program, but I forgot what the acronym
Marine Corps
stands
Cool.
for.
Yeah, but it's like I don't remember what it is. But
okay.
but
now I know
you
what
basically
you're talking about.
apply for it, and if you don't have a degree or something like that, I couldn't use it because I had a degree. I had whatever degree, and then I would try to use it for flight training. And I didn't qualify for that. I made too much money or something like that. But it's based off of like how much you make or whatever.
Onward to Opportunity. I think that's what it's called. It's on base. I know what you're talking about. I went through the program. I failed my PMP. I tried to do it in
PMP is so boring.
But that I know the program. It's on base that has it.
It's occupational something.
I'm pretty sure it's Onward to Opportunity. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Either way, we'll put it in there.
And the other part,
and if you know, comment.
Yeah. And the other part of that is, and then we have North Carolina for military employment too. They got an office over there on Gum Branch. They're an outstanding organization that'll help people get a job too as well.
Nice.
And yeah, that's the other thing. We got to get away from the fire hose mentality too. I mean, okay, I get it. TRS has got to fire hose it. They don't have a choice because that's their curriculum.
Yeah, but real quick, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I want you to finish that. But since you're talking about TRS, what I think they ought to do is when you become a staff NCO, you should go to TRS. When you become a staff sergeant, you go to TRS.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe even when you get promoted to gun, you go to TRS again.
So you can,
that way you have all that information, that knowledge, so you can tell your young Marines or sailors or
nobody
whatever.
wears uniform forever.
That's what I'm saying. But those who go to TRS are getting out, so you're not sharing that information with those who are still in.
Right.
So I think the active duty guys that are not retiring, go to TRS. It's a week long, so what? But you're finding out all the information to help your younger veteran, your younger military members that are going to get out.
Yeah.
They're not going to do 20, whatever. But you have all that knowledge to help them out. You don't need everybody to stay in.
Yeah.
Not everybody should stay in.
Yeah.
Some people need to get out.
Yeah, and you just made my point better on that. Is we don't need to fire hose this. We can say, like you're saying, be gradual. This is one of the conversations we have on the Irreverent Warrior hikes. You can have these conversations about these different programs. You're out there for 6 to 8 hours, so you can take your time and talk about, okay, well, this is what this organization does. Because again, it's all about individual fit. This is,
you tailor it to each person.
And customization is authorized when you become a civilian.
Right.
So, in fact, that is what it is. Just take your time, get through the process, understand all these different organizations. Because what I've gotten away from is just handing a laundry list of organizations to people. I have the conversation first, and then say, "Oh, you know what? This would probably be a good fit for you."
It takes time to figure that out, though, for someone.
Yeah. Oh, it took me, like I said, when this whole thing started in 2016, when I retired, I didn't want to be a part of anything.
Yeah.
I didn't start being a part of anything until I became an Irreverent Warrior in 2018. And then when I became a small business professional as well too, I started learning about all these organizations and seeing the value. And I'll tell you, North Carolina has got a ton. If you want to open up a business, North Carolina is the place to do it because the free resources that are outstanding.
SBA loans and stuff.
Yeah, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because I was
here
to talk to
but these are
Warriors.
great. These are great things for people to learn about.
But you got a whole list of podcasts. I can you can fill up your podcast for the rest of the year.
What I like about mentioning these things on the show is that it's there. It's in the video.
It's exposure.
Exactly.
The words are out there. So we can even make a clip off that. I figured out how you can search for terms that we talked about, and then it'll clip that or whatever. I'm working on it.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Let's go.
Yeah, but you got. I could give you podcast guests for the rest of the year. So,
what we need is podcast subscriptions.
We'll get you there too.
On YouTube.
Where are we at? Like
YouTube.
90?
We're at 97 or 8.
97?
Let me check right now, live on air.
Let's not misspeak.
Somebody be the 100.
Appreciate it. Ooh, 98.
98.
98. Two more, and we make it to 100.
Let's go.
1,000 gets you monetized.
All right, well,
we're well on our way.
You got to pass 100 first.
More,
So
902
the
more.
100th subscriber will get a high five.
And this right here that we are doing right now is episode 23, even though we're not going to talk about that.
Okay, we're on a roll. We're killing it.
Yo.
Jordan.
Because remember, they said if you do 10, then you're going to keep it going.
Yeah.
We've done 23. What's up?
Bro,
What's
thanks
up?
for coming to hang out with us today, man.
Yeah, Chris, thanks, man.
I cannot. You don't know how grateful I am to allow you to come out, or allow me to come out, talk about Irreverent Warriors. We bring veterans together using humor and camaraderie to improve mental health, prevent veteran suicide. 21 March, Crystal Coast Hike, 11 April, Jacksonville Hike. If you got the guts, come up to DC on 28th of March for the night hike. And yeah, I appreciate you all so much.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, check it out. IrreverentWarriors.org. And are we ready to do our takeaways?
Let's do it.
TK, what are your takeaways, buddy?
Thanks for having me.
You're
I also
welcome.
want to say
You're welcome.
Thanks for the gift, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Anti-Politicas.
Anti-politicas. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. Chris,
Ready to
final
sample
thoughts.
these babies. Thanks,
No,
brother.
I think I've said everything that needs to be said. Again, I love y'all. Really appreciate it. I owe you some guests. I owe you some other gifts. Roger, great conversation about
likewise.
the mental health there, because it starts with sleep. It
Yep.
absolutely does.
Right on.
Sucks.
Yeah.
And if you're
That
struggling,
sucks to hear. That sucks to hear.
I was having fun up until that point.
if you're struggling, you need help, you want somebody to talk to, 988 suicide hotline.
Yeah.
988 press 1. If you're a veteran, you'll get connected right away. They do a great job there, and you don't need to be suicidal to reach out to them. You could just be going through a difficult time. You need to work some shit out, and they're there for you.
Absolutely. And just like with all the other ones, this is a place where you can come and you will be accepted. So if you ever feel like you're in a dark place, lonely place, come hang out with the Hot Ashes crew, man. We will take you in, and you might even be sitting in one of these chairs if you do that.
Yeah, that's right.
So thank you for having me.
Will do every time.
And thanks again for listening to the Hot Ashes podcast.
All right, gang.